Welcome to Bourbon with Brad.
The views and opinions shared on the Bourbon with Brad podcast are our own and those of our guests. Nothing we discuss should be taken as financial, legal, business, or gambling advice. Don't make investment, business, or betting decisions based on our conversations, as you should always talk to a qualified professional. Always drink responsibly, never drink and drive, and only consume alcohol if you are of legal drinking age.
DocketDaily.ai is not built for everyone. It's built for the counsel who already knows that speed, precision, and early intelligence win cases, shape strategy, and protect the enterprise. We serve a small circle of tech-forward attorneys who understand the value of seeing regulatory movement before it becomes tomorrow's headline or next quarter's crisis. If you've heard of us, it's likely because someone trusted you enough to mention it. If you're here, it's because you belong to the fraction of counsel who treat information as a strategic asset, not a commodity. DocketDaily.ai. The quiet advantage for the attorneys who never wait to be surprised.
And we are back in the Bourbon Studios.
We are back.
Oh, and I thought the hot days of summer were by us.
Oh my, it's sweltering.
Harry, you came down panting tonight. You know
I
that.
did. I haven't even had a drink.
I mean, Gus thought you were all hot to see him.
I love Gus.
I don't know. Get him started. You know, he's a humper.
It's kind of once he starts, best to just let him finish.
He likes guys with nice legs.
Thank God I didn't have my fishnets on.
Oh, shoot. It's not even the first few minutes of the podcast, and we're already at it, aren't we?
Yeah.
I know, right?
That's so freaking hot.
It is hot.
It's not even fun to be outside.
No, I played 9 holes with Harrison and a friend from DuBois yesterday, just kind of on a real quick whim. I hit the 10 heat index. I think that was the perfect time of the afternoon to go out, right?
Wait till it's good and hot.
You know it's really hot when I don't stop and have a drink afterwards.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
I had to get back to my box. My computer, Claude was yelling at me.
Brad, where are you? Where are you?
Yeah, Louis must be ignoring it this week. I've got its attention.
He's back.
So much that I've used all my time up. So now I'm on overtime for the next week. That should be interesting.
Really? They shut you off again?
Well, they maxed me out. So they said, no, if you want to keep talking with us, you're going to have to pay more.
Really?
Yeah. I said, all right, I'll pay a little more.
Bastards.
Right.
Oh, those
Tokenization. That's what it is. That's where we're going.
Always trying to make a buck.
Yeah, they're moving towards it. You know, they first is the free trial. You can try it for free. Then it's $20. Just 20, you know. About $2 Starbucks. It's $2 a month. You want to try it? Now it's $100. Guess what? Now we're going to charge you like it's your first cell bill.
Yeah. Now we have you roped in.
You are stuck.
Hey, they got to get back these billions and billions of dollars.
It's like getting that Carnival cruise bill underneath the door the next morning when you had drinks on the patio. You know, it's like, oh my God, I thought they were free.
I mean, I got to pay for this?
No, that's just that special room. Yeah,
exactly.
That's what that is. I get you. All right.
Yeah, it is hot.
No, it's hot.
The temperature's hot. The topics are hot.
You know what else is hot?
News is hot.
Right. Our Spotify stats this week were pretty hot.
They were very hot. And getting hotter by the day. I didn't look at them today.
Well, if you're watching us on Spotify, that means, or listening to us on Spotify, I mean, that you do get the video. That's when Perry comes in loud and clear. You know.
It is not about me, Brad.
Not
about me.
No, so we were up almost 20,000%.
Yeah.
30 days, over 30 days. We got to 19,600 and some at one point when it peaked.
Thank you, everybody, for your loyal listening. And
so essentially, we went from 9 listeners to like 20.
Actually, hold on. Let me do the math on this.
Yeah, right.
It'd be more than that. So if we had 9 times 19,000%, that's up to 1,700.
Oh, well, that's
nice.
That's a big jump. So now the percentage that is jumped, that just so that everybody knows, it's not listeners or followers, you know, and our followers have gone up significantly as well. But it's the consumption hours, which is kind of what Spotify measures everybody by, is how many hours are people actually really listening, right?
Right, yeah.
So
it was encouraging.
That was.
Thank you, everybody.
No, thank you for listening.
We appreciate you.
If you want to share with your family and friends and bring them into our little sick and twisted bourbon minds, we love to have them with us, because
it's a fun ride.
It is a fun ride. You don't get this with AI yet.
We can talk about AI.
I'm working on training one of those little fuckers.
This is real as it gets.
It is. So anyways, let's get back to some of the AI headlines that are happening this week. I mentioned to you guys that last week, because we really, we've talked kind of just superficially when we have guests on about the headlines, because we want to get to the guest, right? But last week, SpaceX actually officially changed their name, if anybody noticed, to SpaceX AI. So that merger between the AI company and Grok and all that is now officially, now we knew that going into the IPO, but it's now officially on their tagline too. And I think Elon always knew it. That's why it was always SpaceX, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's always looking ahead.
SpaceX sounds unfinished. So
well,
it rolls off the
AI.
tongue, SpaceX AI. Then it'll just be XAI. That'll be their ticker, probably.
Well, space is the next big sell, I think. That's going to be the transportation. It's going to be the, the maintenance. It's going to be the taking care of it up in orbit.
Makes sense.
Yeah, it's going to be. It's not going to be cheap. Gas prices.
Imagine filling up that rocket. Hey, I'm going to 7-Eleven to fill up my rocket.
That's right. Anyway, so moving on, New York set a standard this week, and they put a moratorium on all new data center build-outs for 1 year.
I saw that.
Yeah.
They stressed in the news story that I read, they stressed the 1 year time frame because it said only 1 year. Now, I don't know why they worded it that way. I don't know what the angle of the person that wrote the story was, or who the hell knows. But
well, maybe there was a negotiation going on. Maybe we should just put a 5-year moratorium, just make sure that nobody's looking and sniffing around our backyard. We have a lot of beautiful lakes up in New York that they could use for fresh water, for power. I mean,
that's the kind of talk that gets people a little.
It gets them all worked up, right?
Yeah,
and rightfully so. So I mean, but I think the legislators in the companies that are building out the data centers realize this, so they're trying to figure out solutions to mitigate all that stuff, and provide that power that's off the grid, or what they call behind the meter, and they've now come up with a closed loop system that only uses one influx of water, and then it's kind of like a radiator. The give and take on that, though, of course, is that kind of like running your radiator on your car. You're going to spend a lot more in electricity to keep it cool. So you're kicking the can down the road one way or another to, where it's being used. And so, but, like we went through that one episode and we talked about, well, what about the poles, right? And what about, maybe if not the poles, somewhere very cold and those places are being looked at. If you look over in the Denmark, Switzerland, Norway regions, they're being heavily considered and built out for data centers.
Just for the record, without the closed loop system on the water, does it consume the water, or does it just warm the water up?
Well, what happens is it ends up evaporating it. So that's kind of the condensed. If you remember, I don't know if you remember with the old coal plant here. I'll use an example. All that steam that was coming off.
Right.
Yeah, it's all that heat. So a lot of that's getting lost through evaporation.
But I mean,
because what they were doing is they're running that cold water over it to kind of cool it.
Right.
Well, at least for the data centers. I'm using that as an example.
But you don't have to be a scientist to understand that there's a finite amount and a fixed amount of water on this planet, and if it gets turned into vapor here, it's going to float somewhere else and it's going to rain. It doesn't leave. It might leave the area, and I guess the concern there being, are you going to drain the creeks or drain the lakes, and which is, it's
a valid concern.
I get what they're.
There's been some one-offs in the news, and whether they're true or not, or if they're a perspective that's biased, you never know anymore, right? That's why I turned the news off. That's
the problem.
But so you hear some horror stories out there of that kind of stuff happening, but I do know that that was older technology too. So
yeah,
and they are improving and I think we said it before, but they are improving on the chips. So the chip manufacturers themselves have tried to figure out how to use less electricity. how to keep them cooler, you know?
I saw a story the other day, and I should have noted it, about somebody manufacturing a chip that has its own built-in cooling system.
Yeah, I mean, that would make a lot of
So
sense,
they're
right?
trying to, and I don't know if it eliminates the need for external cooling or just minimizes it, but either way, that's a step in the right direction.
Yeah, and the
Because this is
question,
going to happen. I mean, this is happening whether people like it or not, right? I mean,
yeah, I mean, it's
they're not going to stop doing this because people are concerned about a lake or a stream. But whether you agree with that or not is irrelevant. It's going to happen. It's not going to stop because of that.
I don't think this is going to be a third winter that dies out.
I think you're right.
I
I think we're already over the hump.
I think we're over that hump. You know, I mean, there was a period of time there where we were like, well, maybe is the GPUs going to be able to keep up, and now you're seeing revolutionary, you know, from organization workflow structure. You know, when you're talking Fortune 1000 companies that are restructuring their whole workflow, and that's a huge change.
Yeah, they're not going to go through.
You know,
that
they
if
turn the
know.
lights off on that they're shutting down companies.
Yeah,
left and right, and they have to go back and rebuild everything again from.
And these corporations are investing a lot of money, so they're not going to. If they didn't think it was going to be around, they wouldn't be doing it.
Yeah, I just think how it's going to be around is going to be the question, right? So,
Yeah,
and that's where I think, you know, when we started the conversation again with SpaceX, I do see that being the future.
Yeah, I think you're right. It's going to be the next. It goes so fast. I mean, to say the next 5 years is going to be interesting. I mean, the next 5 months are going to be interesting.
Well, when Eric comes on later, and we'll talk about quantum a little bit. But when quantum comes on there, that's a whole different power source, right? Needed.
So that's a higher level of requirement.
Well, and that's what I want to debate with Eric a little bit. I think what's needed for there, from what I've read, is a fusion type source, because it's so much power. It needs so much to power it, but it's not this linear, transportational line that we've taken on the AI technology line. This quantum, it moves completely into a whole new. You talk about different workflows. It works completely different than artificial intelligence.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Fascinating.
And I'm sure if you've been following the technology news, you'll see out there quantum is bleeding through frequently, whether it's at some of the major universities that are pursuing it, or whether you look at China talking about deploying their first, major system. And then you got, Quantinuum and a couple of these other companies that are, looking to mass produce it on a commercial level. So
you'd have to be living under a rock to not be seeing all this that's going on.
Well,
and some people, I guess, probably.
And if that is the future in 5 years from now or 6 years from now, then what does that mean for the power source, right?
Yeah.
So we think it's an issue right now. We got to have backup. And I've said it before, the small nuclear modules or small modular reactors they are a clean and viable source. The problem is it's taking the manufacturers. It takes a while to get these things into production where it can actually produce to the level that we're going to need. This isn't like a couple power plants that we're talking about now. This is a whole different ballgame.
Well, didn't Bill Gates start talking about SMRs 10 years ago? Wasn't he trying to start a company to build them? And I think
he's probably involved somewhere along the line. The guy's got. He seems to have a crystal ball when it comes to knowing what the future holds.
Yeah, and if he can't build it himself, he'll just steal it. Sorry, Bill.
Speaking of which, is our second headline. Hey, I don't know if you guys saw, but Apple ended up suing OpenAI this past week.
I saw that.
Yeah, and they allege that they have been systematically stealing and extracting their proprietary designs.
As I just mentioned,
and
Apple's a little sensitive to that.
Well,
thanks to Bill.
Well, they could have probably gotten over a few employees being stolen, but they have 400 former employees that are now working at OpenAI. Wow. And so what they're doing is they're trying to, it's kind of a unique legal argument if you think about it, because it's not actually stealing the designs.
Stealing the designers.
They've just, what they have taken, and I won't say stealing it, because you just can't steal an employee. They either can or cannot go, and then you get into the non-compete laws, right, or the the other legal term that's it's tripping me up right now, but where you can't
non-disclosure
go work for somebody else. Yeah, so that's an important distinction here, because what they're saying is they took so many employees even though they didn't take our designs and our secrets per se, they took all the minds that made those designs and secrets. So they're going to recreate the wheel inherently. So it's a quasi argument for a trade, proprietary information. And it's going to be interesting how this plays out. But you know what? I think it does. It gives them a leg in the courts to delay and cause concern, especially at a time when they're trying to go IPO and Apple's trying to catch up. Yeah, so Apple's, they're concerned, and they rightfully should be.
Do you think it's going to come to them maybe having some of these key employees, these are engineers, right, signing a contract?
Well, I think they do have contracts. And so that's why it's interesting to see what the legal argument that they're making is not the typical contract argument you would say is that, well, they had a non-compete, right? Or they couldn't do this, or it's a little bit different. And Mr. Lubricity has just walked in himself.
Really?
That attention span just goes.
It's great to see him. Yeah, so it's interesting to see that, and maybe they are. Maybe the headlines aren't capturing what the complaint is. What I need to do is get my hands on the complaint, and I will through docketdaily.ai.
Sure. Yeah, that's right. It'll show up on there.
Yep, it will. And I will be looking at the complaint to see if they are also arguing. I can't imagine they had 400 employees that just broke non-competes. The chances are, and again, with a non-compete for the listeners out there that don't know, they have to be very restrictive in how they are drafted, at least in most laws. If you're in Pennsylvania, for example, and I do know the non-compete laws in Pennsylvania very well, and they're similar to other jurisdictions such as California, where I think this is occurring, or Washington, you can only restrict the radius and the time period to what is absolutely needed. So to put these people out of work is not a restriction that is allowed to be done, so.
Right. You can't.
In the cyber world, in the tech world is a little different. Like, that's why we have Docket Daily, because it crosses all interstate lines. A lot of them cross, when you talk about OpenAI and Apple, they cross globally. So are you just going to say, okay, if you leave here, you have to stay 3 years without working anywhere? No. So it has to be reasonable, It
can't, as I understand it, the basics of it, you can't limit somebody's ability to earn a living. But with these companies, I mean, that the IP concern would be the part that would concern me.
Well, it is. And that's
everything.
And that's Apple's kind of ingenious argument, because you can't, file frivolous lawsuits just for nothing, right? So they got, and Apple has, well, they do. And
but this is
usually the judicial system corrects that.
Yeah, you hope anyway.
Yep. They do often, more times than not. But, they do have some creative minds that are saying, you've taken so many of our employees, which if I'm Apple, I should be looking internally and saying, why is that?
That might be a bigger,
that may be the bigger question. And we do know the CEO shift is taking place here later this late summer, right? We talked about that with Tim Cook and all that. So
that's right.
There's a lot of things happening over there right now, but I do think this is more of a business play than it is a legal play.
Interesting.
Because Apple,
what to follow that?
And all due respect to Apple, they really don't have the technology that OpenAI has.
They really don't. I mean,
Siri just doesn't match up. I'm sorry.
I mean, I don't really think we or probably anybody else considers Apple a big player in that realm, right? I mean, so maybe these guys, maybe these people that left, they want to jump into that. They want to jump on that. They want to get in with somebody that's up and coming, like Apple was. You can't blame them. No, I can't blame them. But, it's interesting to see that, and I think we even had it in the headlines a few weeks ago, Perry, where we talked about how Apple has kind of conceded to the fact that they're just not going to recreate a model. What they decided to do is bring in some of the best models. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So
smart.
Which, if I'm arguing on OpenAI's side, I'm arguing that. Say, how are they arguing that we're taking their trade secrets when they don't have the trade secret to begin with?
That's true. It's not, actually, that's a good point. That's a valid point, because it's not like what technology are they stealing? the company that these people left to go to
Right.
is far more advanced. In
Far
AI
more
than
advanced when it
Apple.
comes into the artificial world.
So what
than
are they
Apple.
going to share?
Right. Exactly.
I'll tell you what they should share. How the hell do you get a freaking battery replacement in one of these phones? That's what I need.
And maybe Apple's trying to win back some of those fines they got for stealing or misrepresenting from the FTC.
Yeah. I don't think Apple's hurting. I did see today
I don't think
that
they're hurting either.
Their stock hit an all-time high today.
No, they are. I mean, they still provide just a fantastic platform as far as
It's the best.
computers. I'm an Apple guy, so
I am too.
You know, I'm not trying to bash them, but in all due respect, Apple is not an artificial intelligence
No.
LLM.
No, but the Apple architecture, the computer, the phone, all the devices, they all perfectly work together. It's shared. It uses the cloud. I take a picture. It's on my computer. When I mean, it all just works so seamlessly.
Well, then it begs the final question here before we move on to the next headline pair is, do you think maybe they're going after OpenAI at this moment for this because they're trying to break into the mobile phone market?
That is a fact that they are trying to break into the mobile phone market. Maybe.
Oh.
Yeah. I never thought of that angle.
So now you're really treading on Apple territory, right?
Because they announced they do want to come out with a phone.
They are. Supposedly they're working hard at it. It's all AI based, so
Interesting. Good point. That's Apple's
be one of
cash
those-
cow right there.
right. So always trying to protect the treasure.
Yeah. Well, don't blame them.
Yeah, I don't either. Well, to a certain extent, you got to be careful how you use the legal system. You can't be using it just as for gamesmanship in your business model. And I'm hoping the courts will see through if that's really what it is at the end of the day.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure.
And maybe it'll make for good TV, just like the OpenAI Musk trial.
Which ended up being a big nothing burger.
Yeah, it really was. But there's appeals going on, of course.
Well, Elon doesn't give up that easy.
Yeah. Speaking of OpenAI, there's still talks that they're still moving along on the IPO. So will this affect it at all? I don't think so. I mean, just even going through my own internal analysis without even looking at any real hard and fast numbers, I really think there's not much there other than it's kind of a defensive move.
Yeah.
So, but the thoughts are now that the IPO is still on track for early fall. So we'll see where that lands.
If you had to guess, do you think that IPO will be larger or smaller than SpaceX?
This will be smaller.
I would think so.
Yeah, SpaceX is
a little bit broader.
It is. They were already valued at almost $2 trillion. The initial numbers that are coming in right now on have actually come down a little bit for OpenAI. They're talking somewhere between 700 million billion. Again,
yeah. That's kind of
the Austin Powers. I mean, I can't get off. I mean, the numbers have jumped. What happens after a trillion? Are we all going to just get lost in the numbers? I'm already lost.
Gazillion,
yeah, right. Anyways, they had it somewhere between 700 billion and 1 trillion. So we'll see. I think they're coming in right around 750 billion. I said it right that time.
It's crazy.
So I don't know if you saw, guys, but there was 200 leading experts that came out this last week that said and issued a very dire economic warning. They said what we're going through right now, and I've said this before, is bigger than, and I didn't live through the Industrial Revolution, but they're saying this is bigger than the Industrial Revolution. It's going to have such an impact on the economy. It may shift the job market in such a way that, are we going to be prepared what we're going to do if it does cause a 20% unemployment rate, right? So how are we moving the jobs? And that's the concern. And I do think AI is creating new opportunities in business, right? But in the job market, if we're getting rid of a lot of the mundane and repetitive task jobs, that's a large portion of the jobs out in the market. Where do they go? Where do they go from there?
And the people doing those jobs probably aren't coders. So
they can be.
Well, I guess they could.
I mean, I'm telling you, you can basically chat back and forth. If they have an idea and they want to get into it, they certainly can be. And that's where it's different than it was before, where this barriers to entry of technology would have prevented you. You had to go and I tried to pick up a Python book once. I don't know if you ever did that, Eric, but I tried to pick it up once. I said, I'm going to sit down, and I think I even got Python for Dummies, and I said, I'm going to try to figure this out. About 3 pages in, I'm like, this is just not happening.
It's not a good read.
Yeah, this is not, nothing's registering here.
It's funny. Well, I mean, you're proof that you don't have to be a coder to develop software.
I was showing you guys a little bit
Period, end
how
of
it's
story.
all polished up, right?
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, it's
amazing.
It's really come together to the point where I'm so tickled pink about it because it's such a valuable tool for me too. Because now I'm now able to, like the presentation I gave today, I'm now able to tell everybody with a barometer, not a Bourbon barometer.
Wow, you said barometer.
Barometer.
You said barometer perfectly.
Oh, I know. I've been working on it. Christy K has helped.
Big star.
She inspired me to enunciate every letter
Big gold star for Brad.
until fifth segment. Then it just slurs.
Well, it's
The enunciation's still under there somewhere.
the truth lies within.
It does. But
Yeah, but you were talking about your software.
You know, it's pretty cool because it's a very useful tool. And if you don't have it right now in this ever moving market, I mean, my goodness, like I said, my eyes are somewhat crossed because I had to backfill, and now that I'm out of the backfill stage, I can kind of see the light at the end of the tunnel, and I don't think it's a train.
If it is, you want to make sure you get on it.
Anyways,
it's awesome.
Anyways, we will be right back after this, and we are going to talk more about what's going on in the headlines. I only got through the top 3 because the OpenAI Apple.
Yeah,
We could spend a whole episode on that.
Oh yeah,
Or 2.
and we're going to crack into that Eagle Rare.
We are. So let
staring us
let
in
me
the
just
face,
tease and we got a few special bottles there too, which I can't wait for Eric to share because we're not going to crack into those today, but we will in a future episode. And I want you to share, what those are all about because they're beautiful. The artistry is beautiful. I haven't tasted the bourbon yet, but the artistry is, I know.
The bourbon tastes half as good as the bottles look. We're in for a treat.
I know. Hey, Gus might be humping it by the end of the night. We'll be right back after this.
DocketDaily.ai is not built for everyone. It's built for the council who already knows that speed, precision, and early intelligence win cases, shape strategy, and protect the enterprise. We serve a small circle of tech-forward attorneys who understand the value of seeing regulatory movement before it becomes tomorrow's headline or next quarter's crisis. If you've heard of us, it's likely because someone trusted you enough to mention it. If you're here, it's because you belong to the fraction of counsel who treat information as a strategic asset, not a commodity. DocketDaily.ai. The quiet advantage for the attorneys who never wait to be surprised.
Hey, and we are back and on air.
We are on the air again. Once again.
No, we were talking about before you descended down the bourbon steps.
I did.
A little hot out there today. Right?
Oh man, talk about air. That's some close air right now. It's
That's a good way of putting it.
I think we might have hit where I was today about 40 miles from here. I think it hit 97, and that's before measuring for any humidity and that was actual temperature.
Yeah,
So,
I think the humidity is probably right up there too, right?
And there was no wind. That doesn't help. It was
Nothing.
full still. Ugh.
As windy as it's been, of course, it can't happen on the days when it's like 100 degrees, right? So
right. So is this where they came up with the saying "dog days of summer"?
I think that's why Gus got a little sick there on the, on the last break. when it hits the dogs, you know it's pretty bad out there,
No
right?
doubt. I feel like that floppy dog. It was a cartoon when I was a kid. I just want to go lay down because it's so hot right now.
right?
But hey, there's a lot of people that are freezing right now and would rather have this heat. So
True.
And there's a lot of data centers that like to be in that freezing weather.
speaking of which, I've seen a couple of other people now questioning why aren't we putting data centers in the Antarctic?
Yeah.
Right? Why?
If only
put 'em
we
where
had
they're
come up
cold.
with that idea first.
What's that?
If only we would have come up with that idea first.
I'm
we
sure.
did.
Oh, I'm sure that was us. That was the first one talking about it.
First time I ever heard about it.
We talked about it 4 years ago before AI even existed.
Right.
We just didn't have a show back
Yeah,
then.
we didn't. We just talked about it at the bar. It's like we talked about it at the bar right now. So that's,
Sure.
even when you text earlier in the day, Lou, you always go, "What's the topic?" And I'm like, I just ignore that. I said, "No, it's going to be just you and I at the bar," and it truly is, isn't it?
It is.
That's what makes it work.
Sure, no doubt.
That is what makes it work because we were talking a little bit on the first segment how at one point this week we peaked at 19,600% over 30 day consumption
Increase.
hours watched.
Yeah.
Increase.
That's pretty good stuff.
I wish it was a stock.
Hey,
I
thank
wish it
you.
was crypto.
So do I. Trust me, so do I. But thank you to all
but
our
here's
listeners.
here's
to
to
our
all the listeners, I mean,
here,
that
we
are-
salute you.
Yeah.
Yeah, cheers to that.
Yeah,
Yes.
we're drinking bourbon with you, and I've heard so many cool stories, and I know you have too, and Per, I know you have as well. It's so cool to hear from folks that are saying, you know what, I was with the gentleman the other Saturday morning, and he said, my wife and I created a bonfire on Friday night. We put on Bourbon with Brad, and we listened to the TJ episode, and man, we were just like, yeah,
Is that right?
yeah,
That's cool. That's really cool.
yeah, right.
I've been with you guys now for about 12 or 13 weeks, and each week I just marvel at what I learned from you guys.
Yeah, there's nothing more to learn.
And,
That's it.
It's just
Show's over.
It's empty.
no. Really, it's a learning experience for me on a number of fronts, and I really appreciate it. And we, all of us here, appreciate all of you listening to us, and those that are watching, we appreciate that as well.
No, we definitely
Absolutely.
do. We definitely do. And every comment and every email, whether it's on LinkedIn or elsewhere, I'm seeing it. I may not be able to respond to all of it because right now I am still iterating, and it's taking up all my time. I just don't have time to get into conversations. So, and I haven't even had time to post our great clip that you did. I know it's
Yeah, I'm going to do that tonight.
I know. So it's just been, but yeah, it's coming.
Yeah, Casey was a great guy.
Yeah, she was
awesome.
She was wonderful, and I appreciate her and Ian and the family all adjusting their schedules to allow that to happen on the
Yep.
fly. That was cool.
Yeah,
You know?
it was. She was a great guest.
It's actually interesting to get so many neat guests. Who would have thought going into that weekend that she would have been around town
Right.
and doing what she does, and just by happenstance said,
It was a total audible.
yes.
Well, it was an audible.
No doubt.
It was an audible at the line, and not when you're kicking the field goal either, brother. It was it was an audible right front and center, under the center.
It was.
So it was really cool because Microsoft was making headlines that week.
Yeah.
In big ways, they're shifting, money from the gaming into their frontier initiative, and that is the future. And I think if you can help these organizations, and I've been talking with a lot of organizations, and they need help. They need some guidance. You're telling us this is going to be great, but so how do we do it? Do we have to go invest in a full-time chief AI officer before we even know what it's all about? Well, here the bigs, the mangoes, the Microsofts, the Open AIs, the Anthropics, the Googles, NVIDIA, all of them. They're saying, look, we're going to give you our engineers to show you how to set this up.
I would think it would have to be those guys, because I'm going to lead to my question of who are these people going to hire as the subject matter expert?
Well,
Who's been in this? What has it been around 2-3 years? How many experts are there really out there right now?
There are. So I mean, it's been only 2 or 3 years, but there have been technical engineers on that side that have been working in the AI space for 10 years.
Okay.
Plus, especially in the latest boom. I mean, there have been some that have been working even longer, but in the latest technology that's gone back to 2015, 16, if you go to Silicon Valley and into some of the real tech hubs, they've been working on it.
Okay.
So there is some, but they are a hot commodity.
I would assume they are. So tell me, do you believe they're more technical, or are they more in terms of practical for the companies that want to hire somebody to be their AI expert? Now, do you hire a technician, or do you hire somebody that has actually used it, knows how to integrate it into your operations and whatnot? Perhaps that tracks with your legal pursuit as well.
Well, I think it's changed. I think that answer's changed 3 years ago from where it is, or even 2 years ago from where it is. So before where AI is now, and we have the vibe coding, whether it's, Lovable, whether it's Claude Code, whether it's Cursor, all these, great platforms that you can just basically talk to back and forth and create that. I would have said you need to actually absolutely 110% have done it, built it, done it. Now I would say you need to be kind of a hybrid. You definitely have to.
That makes sense to me. Yes.
You definitely have to have built it. You have to have gone through it, because you don't want somebody in there that's just talking, pie in the sky, theory. You want somebody that's actually been through the trenches, has gone through it. But it's a different build today than it was yesterday.
Isn't it amazing how, when you're talking about just the time frames from A to B, then B to C and whatnot, and we are talking about short time frames that things are changing on the fly. But I'm fascinated.
But what's cool about the Microsoft approach, and I'm going to leave it on that, and then we'll move on. But they're basically giving like top all-star NFL talent to any of their clients. They're saying, look, we paid for the top talent. Mm-hmm. We're going to borrow them to you to set you up so that you're going to be a long-term client of us.
That's a nice way to get you totally Velcroed to somebody at this point, right?
And frankly, if I'm an enterprise client on that end, how am I going to do that otherwise? Am I going to go out and hire? Nope. I'm not going to steal them away from Microsoft, Apple, OpenAI.
Talked about that.
So that's the whole lawsuit that's going on right now. When Apple just sued OpenAI for poaching, 400 of their employees, and they're saying they've
really
essentially, by taking their 400 employees, they've taken their trade secrets.
Well, I'm sure you guys probably already talked about this the last segment, but that's an interesting legal position,
isn't it?
I guess that's true. Well, I didn't take the papers with the trade secrets, but I took my brain with me when I went to the other place.
Well, and it's kind of a quasi argument. That's what I was saying. So they're kind of saying, well, yeah, you didn't take the trade secrets per se, but you took all the people. And it's interesting. And I told Perry, I said, I'm going to have to pull up the complaint and read it on docketdaily.ai, right? But I want to see if they're actually arguing the non-competes, because all of this talent is definitely talent, right? So there's no way they didn't have an employment contract. They definitely had a non-compete. Right. They probably had a non-solicitation, all that good stuff. So that's the other term I was looking for that just came out.
Solicitation, yeah.
There it is. So they probably had that. Are they arguing that? And the last thing I led off with was, well, it's interesting that Apple's taken this approach with OpenAI because OpenAI is trying to get into the cellular phone business.
That's when I came in and I heard that, and I was not aware of that, but dang, talk about parallel pursuits.
And now
nobody saw coming.
Now you're treading on turf, and so are they using the legal system to kind of be a defensive block? Man, you got to be careful in that. I mean, as an attorney, I'm saying, you know what, that's you better have a legitimate claim. Because the courts, I'm seeing it right now with the sanctions that they're laying down elsewhere around the world. And it's no nonsense, Mm-hmm. They are being over inundated. And that's a really cool, and that's a kind of a cool side note. Can I just take a little side note with you guys? A little footnote to the whole AI thing.
Sidebar.
A little sidebar.
Sidebar, Your Honor.
Maybe a little bottom bar. Bottom bourbon bar.
Approach the bench.
Bottom bourbon basin bar.
Approach the bench, counselor.
All right. So it is this. These platforms like Claude have become so good that the pro se litigants out there are now filing more and more cases because they can use Claude. Because they can use, ChatGPT, they can use Gemini, they can use all these very enhanced models instead of going and paying an attorney. And I'm not advocating for this, but this is what's happening in practicality, right? Is they're inundating, and the system's already overloaded to begin with. Mm-hmm. So they're in a system that's already stressed to the max of what should be a full docket. Not docket daily, but docket. And it is
whoops. Slipped.
Is going to be stressed even more so. Now, hey, Johnny, is going to be even more so because pro se litigants aren't just trying to. I saw so many of them write it out by hand. Didn't even have a computer to type it out, you know?
Before we go any further, let me ask for the other novices out there. You mentioned a pro se litigator. Tell me what that means.
Well, that means, let's say, Louis, you want to sue me, okay? But you decide I'm not going to use an attorney or a law firm. I'm just going to sue you on my own.
Okay.
So where do you start? I mean, back in the day, that was kind of a nebulous zone, right? So there's so many different rules. And I mean,
you're right. Where would I start?
Right. So, I mean, that's the first thing that kind of, you talk about the circle just kind of spinning, right? So where do I start? And so, a lot of these pro se litigants that would just decide to file on their own would go into the courthouses, try to file, and they get a little bit of advice from, the register or the recorder's office as to how it has to be in this format, it has to have this. You have to have certain things before they even accept the filing, right? So then it gets to the judge, and then that's a whole nother matter, right? Well, now you can put it through AI. And you can have AI check all those things, do that research, right?
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So AI becomes my attorney.
Well, yeah.
Or at least my attorney, the who would have been doing the work.
Yeah. It's much better. I wouldn't say it's an attorney level. There's no doubt about it. It's not, because it still hallucinates 30% of the time. It's still, it still isn't. It still hasn't been through the wars of the legal lens that you need to be that's reacting to the situation at hand.
Got it.
It's only being fed what it's fed, and there's so much. And I go to the EQ level, and I think that's where EQ level is going to take another level, to be honest.
Yeah.
Versus AI, because AI right now, and maybe they're going to put sensors on this AI that's going to pick up on the EQ too, where it's all the nonverbal skills, right? It's reading the room. It's it's feeling the room. It's how did they react? How did they move? Did they leave in a storm? AI is not picking up on all that stuff. So,
well, I don't know that it can, even when they have it to their best EQ. There's just that human part of it, the way his eye twitched. Or the way, if you watch poker, it's almost like a poker player. It is kind of like a poker player. And you watch if a guy twitches his eye wrong. I remember a James Bond movie where his opponent, and he said, when he gets the hand, his eye would start to water. Yeah, or bleed. Yeah. That's right. So that is something that I don't think AI.
Casino Royale.
Is that what it
Oh, yeah.
That's the one it was, right.
Oh, such a good one.
Yeah. But I don't know that technology can mimic that.
I think it may eventually, because, we talked about imaging and video AI now, which is causing a whole nother stir out there in the legal world, because have you gotten consent? The consent and disclosures. I mean, that's everything. Did you get consent? And a lot of these companies are getting burnt because they thought they had a cutting edge technology, but they didn't figure out that maybe we should ask or at least disclose. And
sure, and it's
a changing environment.
It's good for the law business, right?
Well, yeah. And when these law firms ask me, well, do you think we're going to lose our junior associates? I say, well, only if the only thing they do is look over documents and they have no other capabilities, then yes. But if they have the capabilities of advancing with the technology and know how to use these tools to make themselves that much more effective, now the law firm is going to be able to take on more cases. It's going to be able to compress the time frame, from A to Z, to file the complaint, to diagnose, the issues, to react to filings. It really,
I hadn't thought about it, but yes, it
might actually
their caseload.
Yeah, and it might actually speed up the whole process.
Do they want that?
Well, it depends. If
you charge by the hour, do you want the process to go?
Well, but if they're taking a portion of the settlement, then yes.
Well, right now, yeah, but I think they're looking at, if that's the only way they're looking at it too narrowly, because what I should say with the big law firms, which has always been a volume game, right? It is, well, now you can take on more cases. You can take on more matters. So if I had, 2 or 3 huge litigation cases, I'd be like, I can't, I'd have to refer you off, or, you're going to have to find another attorney.
Right.
Well, now if I have the ability to actually, organize, juggle this, and be able to still provide the most competent, under all the rules and ethical rules, then yeah. And it's a win for the client. Because at the end of the day, the client's getting the same product, if not better, for less.
And more quickly.
Yeah, it really
Which
is.
could equate to less.
Well, and quickly, and trust me, that's one of the biggest naysayers of anybody I talk to that has gone through the litigation process. It quickly does not happen quickly, right? And a lot of it is, stall, delay, all that. It's sometimes intentionally meant to happen,
Right.
even though it's not on the forefront.
So your comment about a minute or two ago was, so what is going to happen to my junior associates? Am I going to have to fire them? Well, I would suggest that if they don't grow in some way, whether it's AI or whether it's in whatever your firm's specialty is, they have to grow in some way or you're going to fire them. So why not grow in this direction?
I don't think you're going to see a mass fire. You might, big law firms.
Maybe that's a wrong word.
Well, no, big law firms have been known from different fluctuations in the economy to lay off, and I mean, sizable numbers. I wouldn't say they're significant compared to what they are, but it goes with the ebbs and flows, right? So I would see that still happening. But what I see is with this is a little different. So if you are on the cutting edge and you are keeping up, and like Casey said, you are getting in that sandbox and you're trying all these different, tools and you're able to enhance yourself. But at the same time, if you're an attorney using these tools, you got to be very cognizant of what tools you're using, make sure they're protected, make sure you're following the firm's policy. You're not using it on your own and some consumer policy. These are all issues you got to be, wary of. And most attorneys are. So,
and this is what you're organizing for those that aren't organized, probably.
Well, what I'm organizing is for those that are in the tech space. And it used to be a smaller breed of attorneys. It used to be kind of a niche practice. If you were a tech attorney, you practice in tech, IP law, and privacy law is a big. And now data and privacy have really come up heavily in the last 10, 15 years since the internet hit, right? So now with AI, there's this, and I call it the four pillars. It's kind of this interweaving four pillars of law that is emerging before our eyes, and that's the 5,000 entries I've been going through to be able to provide my subscribers with the 1,800 entries of law that have developed just in the 50 states and federal government in the last, 7 months. 7 months.
Yeah. Well, we're almost through 7.
Okay, so 6.5 months.
6.5, yeah.
So that since January 1st, that's how much has happened. So if you're trying to keep up with that through a team of associates to research it, are they researching the right thing? Are they getting a lot of white noise? Which, trust me, I've worked through that. I've already taken care of that through my training with the AI agents that are going through that. I've worked through all those painstaking. Instead of having to go through that every morning when you're trying to figure out what's going on new, you can literally sip your coffee and figure it out.
I got to think that's going to increase exponentially too as time goes on.
Well, and it is. So we were talking about the next phase, which we'll get into, right? Is quantum. So it's not going to end with AI. I mean, the AI is just the next phase right now.
I mean, all the legal filings and the laws that states are putting in place. I mean, that's going to just skyrocket on a curve.
Well, it's already skyrocketing, and you can imagine the class action attorneys out there. They're
lining up.
They're all over these new laws this patchwork of laws that haven't been put in place. And if you misstep, you aren't watching out for the privacy issues that you have to abide by, the disclosure, transparency issues. Yeah, the sanctions are significant. There was one attorney law firm that got sanctioned $110,000 because they misstepped. And that was just giving false hallucinated ChatGPT. Yeah. So you can imagine where the missteps now happen when there's real teeth to it. And you're representing an AI company or a private, a company that's operating across lines, and they don't realize what's happening. So
the legal malpractice providers are licking their chops.
Well, either that or they're going, oh my goodness, we're going to have to raise the premiums because
that's what I mean.
Well, because it's happening so fast. So how do you stay on top of it?
That would, what would be interesting for us is to maybe get somebody that's in the insurance space here to see what they've seen across their industry in terms of their risk and these cases that are popping up.
And we have a few close friends.
We have a few of our buddies who are as good as it gets in that world. And it just seems to me that I've been going through, as I've been listening to
You used to be in that business.
I used to be in that
I
business.
know
as well.
that's kind of one of your backgrounds, which is when I first met you, you were in that business.
I was in the health insurance business, sure. But I've been trying to, for my own investment purposes, trying to figure out. They say SpaceX has to get another $180 billion. And then we're talking about where is all of the money going to go? We're fascinated with the big number of SpaceX and AI and Anthropic and all of those. There's a lot of money to be made and trickle down from this. It would be real interesting to have perhaps our buddy Dan in to talk about
I think Dan
the insurance side of this.
Talk about the whole insurance side of it.
Yeah, the numbers have to be equally as grotesque as in terms of percentage increases and whatnot as the whole AI world is.
Right.
We're talking about dropping like an arena right now where that's $100 million. Just 100. Why not 2? Why not 10? Okay.
Well, and that's where it gets,
9 digits. That's
where it
pretty
gets
simple.
sick.
You can get to 9 digits really quickly.
I was just reading a stat today on the legal side. There's 23% of the law firms that have adopted AI significantly to the point where they're attesting to it, and it's $1 trillion market at 23%.
Is that right?
Wow. So now you can see why. All the bigs are saying this is a market waiting to happen, right? And lawyers are usually the last to react to anything because they're the most cautious.
Do you know anybody that has a product to sell them?
No, it's not for sale.
For rent.
We'll be happy to rent it to you.
No, yeah, it is definitely a subscriber base, and I think it's if you're in that business, and trust me, I use it every day, and it's so good to be able to even refer to it, And I'm looking at the headlines, going, "Yep, I already read that, know that." And by the way, you guys are missing all this too.
Hell, I'm thinking about subscribing just so I can broaden my horizons a little.
Well, then you got to get your law license. It is for lawyers only, Lou, but it is a tool.
I play one. I stayed at a Holiday Inn Express. I play an attorney.
You did. You represented your oneself that one time in that traffic accident.
We're going to put the system on trial.
That's right. It's me against everybody. No, but anyways, I just wanted to tell you, I rewatched again after, it's one thing to edit it, it's one thing to be through it, but I rewatched, it came up on the clips, or somehow I was showing somebody the other day, our final 5th segment when we golfed on the 4th of July, and how we were kind of just like, we got down to 13. We're even walking out of here, we're just kind of like, The nicest thing out of walking out of here was Louie's ass up the steps,
Right.
So
Hey.
But did our game change after we had a nip of that bourbon?
Well, I can only attribute that to one thing:
Lubricity. Of course.
That's the only explanation.
Yes, we totally
It
got
totally
past
changed
our we got a little bit past our minimum. We weren't at our optimum until a couple of holes later.
We had a double drop there.
Then when we went 4 under for the next 9 holes,
You and I,
best ball.
I think you and I were 4 under between 3 or 4 holes.
Yeah, hey,
Crazy.
you
We
guys
had an
went on a
overlap
tear.
there, right?
every now and then you get flashbacks to what used to be.
Oh, and we had and by the way, Google has not scrubbed that background music yet, Bear.
That's surprising.
Which I thought was appropriate for the the moment, because it was kind of upbeat,
They're pretty picky about that.
No, they are, but it was short enough.
You'll get a nasty letter at some point.
I'm probably gonna. Yeah, well, YouTube's blocking us anyways right now. I don't know why. They're always just so nasty.
Oh, isn't that one guy from Indiana that started that? One of the founders of
Yeah.
YouTube is or Google.
Yeah,
Was
Chad
it Google?
Hurley.
That's probably why he's like, "Oh, you Indiana guys, yeah."
That was Chad Hurley.
That was Chad
who
Hurley.
ran track at IUP.
He was Indiana.
20 years ago.
Was it
He's an
Google or
IUP grad.
YouTube?
No, I
Was-
think that
was
was
you-
YouTube.
It was YouTube.
Yes.
We
In
need
fact-
to get him on here.
Well, if I can get him back to Indiana, I mean, I think they've soured him a little bit.
They tend to do that.
Yeah. So, but Chad is probably one of the most prominent, if not the most prominent. I would say he's up in the top 3 of all time, right? IEP grads. If you're
Behind Lou.
if you're weighing it if you're weighing it not from field goals made, but
But from millions made.
no, from
I think that's with the book.
I think he was. Yeah, I think he was one of the.
B.
He was early on when he sold that off. And you watch that first video when him and his two friends, made that.
I remember that.
Yeah,
that was cool.
It's so cool to watch that because you can just kind of feel it.
The funny thing is, I remember at the time thinking, I don't know, what's the big deal? It's
Yeah.
videos, but I mean, I watch more YouTube probably than I watch anything else.
I'm the same way. So we've got all these streaming services, but I refuse to watch them. I will literally just. YouTube knows me better than they do.
Yeah. I did watch a recommendation from Eric from last week or the week before.
Oh yeah.
The story about the guys that built that AI model.
Hassabis?
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
See,
If you got to watch that.
that's good stuff. So when once YouTube watches you watch something,
Well,
Yeah.
I think this was actually.
and Lou's sitting there going, it just shows me porn every time.
This was on Amazon.
Did not say that.
We know what you meant, Lou.
We'll cut that out, Mitch. I'm just fucking with you.
No, we won't.
I have a funny feeling. Here we go.
Just porn. One after. I've already seen that. I've seen that one too.
It's so
I've liked that 10 times. Let's see
same-
likes.
It's the same thing every time.
This whole
Trust me,
thing
we're-
just exploded.
No,
right?
we're cutting this all out. Trust me. That's why I'm going off.
We came right out of nowhere and went right to Giggle Mitch.
I'm not taking you down with like that, Mitchell.
Okay,
Some might consider that a badge of honor.
I know
right?
it is a badge of honor.
if we're going to cut that out, then give me an appropriate
All right.
send off to the
All right.
commercial.
So are we? Yeah. So let me bring it back. Before that, what were we talking
We have a
about?
minute and a half.
Yeah. Okay. What were we talking about?
Fuck, I don't know. Oh, we're talking about.
We were talking about
what's
YouTube
the name for my?
and
Oh, yeah, okay.
Google and
Yeah. So
for the music for the
Yeah.
fifth segment.
So when you look at Chad Hurley coming out of Indiana, I mean, that's magnanimous. I would love to have him back here
Oh, that'd be
in the
amazing.
Bourbon Studios, talking with us, maybe giving us a few pointers on what we're doing. And I don't know if he's a bourbon lover, but if he is,
I mean, this will post on his platform or his former platform.
well, his former platform, yeah, and
He helped develop it.
I know. I thought I saw somewhere he's moving on to some other things. So
How
you
old
know,
would he be these days? I'm going to say like 40s.
I
Maybe
would say
40 yet?
early 40s, maybe early to mid 40s. Pretty cool though, right? I mean, it's
Very cool.
it's just a very cool thing. So, anyways, we're running out of time, but we will be back after this. We're going to refill. We're going to talk about the
bourbon.
Yeah, we got to talk about the bourbon. The Eagle, the Eagle Rare.
Eagle Rare 10.
10.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, thank you, Eric.
I see
Yeah.
this awesome bottle here, and I see two sidecar bottles.
Yeah, we're going to bring Eric on here with us and for the rest of the segments, and we're gonna talk about what all these bottles are,
I look forward to it.
and then get into the philosophical part.
AI, data, privacy, cybersecurity. Across all 50 states and federal, the law changed overnight. But this morning, you're not scrambling. One coffee, one scroll. Every new development that matters, in plain English, reviewed by an attorney linked to its official government source. That's Docket Daily. The 4 pillars, every morning, one place. Start your free 2-week trial at docketdaily.ai.
And we are back in the Bourbon Studios, and we have two dapper gentlemen right next to me, and no, that's not true. We have two.
Oh, Louis dapper too.
Oh yeah, he is. He got all dressed up tonight.
Should I keep my zipper up? This zipper. Up
I'm gonna keep the other one down too.
Oh, geez.
Actually, you know what's funny, Lou?
It's my ED Meds logo, isn't it?
As soon as Perry, that wasn't even out of my mouth yet. And I knew as soon
down.
as I said
You had to know
zipper,
better.
The
funny thing is,
Isn't your logo half down, half up?
The microphone blocks it anyway. You can't. I can't see it anyway.
Good, because my nephews told me I was showing too much white grayish chest hair. So
No, you're good. All I see is white shirt.
Oh, no, it just happens in the lubricity zone, doesn't it?
we got Giggle Mitch to start the segment, right?
I think he's so tired he's giddy.
I am giddy.
Folks, you didn't even have to say anything for this segment. He's already in Giggle Mitch mode.
I was Giggle Mitch before we even started today. Perry and I were, I think I'm just kind of in that delirious zone. Is there anybody ever been there before where you're just kind of like,
Oh yeah,
Tired.
I do. When I got, I
Yeah.
told you I went home. I took a nap for maybe 15 minutes, which was just enough.
Yeah.
But when I get up after like a 15-minute, I'm just like a zombie.
Yeah.
And my wife was like, "What's the matter?" I was like, I'm tired."
We're
We're back.
The on-air light's on. The Eagle Rare light is on too. By the way, Eagle Rare 10.
Eagle Rail 10, yes.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about this, Eric. You were so nice to bring this to the Bourbon Studios, so we cannot not try it with you.
It's lovely. Thank
Oh,
you.
I know.
And you guys are very welcome. You guys are the best. I've
am-
said that many times before.
We do appreciate it.
I appreciate you guys. And so Eagle Rare, this is actually interesting history of this one. Remember Seagram's? So this,
Seagram 7?
Seagram 7.
Remember Seagram's?
Yeah.
The company Seagram's.
Canadian, right?
This, I believe so.
Nova Scotia?
That was just somewhere.
Yeah, right.
No, so Eagle Rare 10 originally was a Seagram's product, and it originated in 1975. So that's 51 years ago, right? It was bought by the Sazerac Company, and now it was purchased by Buffalo Trace Distilling. So that's a kind of interesting story. Seagram, who's not known for any bourbon.
They're not.
But that's the
They're more of that whiskey, you know.
that
That
wheat
7 is
stuff,
7.
yeah.
Yeah, that 7 is 7 was a popular drink back in the day.
It was.
It was so easy to say, so easy
Wasn't
to
it?
make.
It'd be like
Yeah.
7 is 7. Boom.
Yeah.
But that just rolls off the tongue, even when you have 10 of them.
Great,
7 7 7 7.
great marketing.
So originally that was who distilled. They came up with the recipe.
I think so, yeah. And I think that mid 70s on the corn, on the mash bill, I believe. I don't know what the rye percentage is.
So
Barry, we were
if it's
talking-
that high on the corn. It's surprising it's not sweeter. It's not super sweet.
Yeah,
It's not super
It's good though.
we were
It's
talking
smooth. Very
before we
smooth.
came on tonight about all the different, points that and we're not going to get in that tonight per se, but
Oh yes, we are.
now we are.
Here we go.
Here we
Makes
go.
what makes a bourbon a bourbon?
What makes a bourbon a bourbon? So, and I think there are a number of different.
So there are 7 basic requirements.
Yep.
All bourbons are whiskeys, but not all whiskeys are bourbons. The 7 requirements are: 1, it must be made in the USA.
Well, that wasn't a bourbon originally.
Does not have to be in Kentucky, but it has to be made in America.
Not Canada.
Number 2, the mash bill has to be at least 51% corn.
Well, Canada may be the 51st state coming.
Yeah, it's true.
That may change.
That may change.
The remaining 49% usually consists of rye, wheat, or malted barley. Number 3, it has to be distilled to a maximum of 160 proof. So it can't be more than 80% alcohol when they put it in the barrel or when they distill it.
That makes sense. It burned
Because
the
of the-
building down.
Yeah.
Dead.
You could run your torches with it. Number 4, it has to be barreled at a maximum of 125 proof because that changes the flavors it takes on from the oak. And that leads into number 5, which says has to be aged in new charred oak barrels. So they have to be brand new barrels. Can't
old.
reuse them. They use them for
That's for the double.
other things.
That's the double. So that's usually the second agent,
And
right?
sometimes they'll age beer in them,
Yeah.
wines, stuff like that.
Yeah.
There cannot be any additives, no colorings, no flavorings, or other spirits.
No corn syrup.
Only water. And the last one is it must be bottled at a minimum of 80 proof.
Okay.
And then it goes into a little bit about, if you see the term straight bourbon whiskey, it means the bourbon has met all the baseline requirements and has been aged for at least 2 years in those new oak barrels. And any bourbon aged for less than 4 is legally required to state its exact age on the label. Interesting.
It's kind of like the disclosure laws coming right now in the minors on the social media platforms. You have to disclose, where you're at in the the whole age range.
Yeah. Same
So
thing.
you were talking about Seagram's. I remember when I was younger, it seemed to me like Seagram's owned everything.
Well, they definitely
in
owned
terms
a lot of the bar
whiskey,
crowds, right?
Booze. Back in my youth, it seemed that everything kind of flowed up or down, however you want to call it, to God bless,
Bless you,
to the Seagram family out of Canada. So
and then we talked a couple months ago about Four Roses. They were bought by Ernest and Julio Gallo. So
The wine.
that company's really branched out and gotten quite big.
When they picked up a great brand. Mm-hmm. And I think if you're going to be competitive right now in the alcohol market, you better have something that the consumers want, because the next generation is saying, we're going to be a little more particular if we're actually going to drink.
Yeah.
When sales are down 20%, that's a big drop to the bottom line.
So does anybody here know, is that the original bottle or has the bottle design changed over the years? Because as you guys know, I'm
You're a big bottle
visual,
guy.
and the tall, slender,
Yeah.
just it hits me perfectly. But that
Where does that hit you perfectly? That's that's my question.
right,
I know.
just taking it tonight.
I know
man.
you are right between
That's okay.
right between the eyes.
I'm
I get
okay.
it.
That's- but no, it seems to me that bottle appears to be a little bit etched, and I wonder if there was any influence from the success of Grey Goose. That was the big part of their success.
Do you know the
was
Grey
an
Goose
etched bottle?
Founder was 77 when he started that company.
I did not.
He was old. Yeah.
He was old.
He was older.
Yeah,
Older.
but
Because you drank vodka.
Yeah.
Well, that first batch of vodka was very old.
Right.
It was good.
so do we know anything about the design? Perry, can you find us anything about the design of the bottle?
It's a great question.
Yeah, is it the same as it was, or similar to what it was when it was Seagram's? That's the question.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, it
Well, it
looks
sells
elegant, and I'm going to
looks
tell
great.
you, last week I was invited to a bourbon club event, and I
Yes, you
tried
were.
that, and perhaps it was after I had 2 or 3 different tastes that I was not that enamored. But tonight, by itself and a standalone, I now get the reputation.
Not bad, right?
Yeah, in addition to the visual and the taste, you know what I say. I'm
the
good
whole
with that.
Yeah, and the whole Zazarak family, this Eagle Rare is definitely a staple. I mean, I think.
It's gorgeous.
I mean, if you love Buffalo Trace, if you love Blanton's, if you love the CH or the Colonel, right? So
Taylor, Weller, LaRue,
you go right down the line of all those.
Pappy.
Yeah. If you get into the Pappies and you want to try to collect one of those, because they're hard to come by.
Hard to come by. And they're
And
expensive.
They are.
Secondary market wise, yeah.
Yeah, right.
So I think I mentioned to you guys, Eric and I ventured out of town this past weekend to a place about 50 minutes from here.
Yep.
An establishment called the Knickerbocker in Altoona, Pennsylvania. One of the most unique places I've ever been. I said to Eric, I said, how old is this building? Because there wasn't a straight wall in it. You can tell it's been around for a very long time. But the only reason I bring that up, guys, is as we're we're enjoying this Eagle Rare, started talking to the owner. And Bjorn tells us he has 952 different spirits and bourbons in his collection. So I think
I didn't know there were that many.
Well, I don't know if you remember, Perry, a couple of
When we
weeks
say
ago.
his spirits are up, that's a little different.
Yes, his spirits
when
are up.
we're talking about ours.
Right. So if you remember, about a month ago, I said, how many bourbons can we taste here? How many weeks can we go? Well, now we figured out we've got at least a 10-year runway here to have some new flavor, new spirit, and whatnot. So perhaps we can have Bjorn come over and join us one of these days.
I'd love to have Bjorn come over and join us, or maybe we go join him at his place if you'd like us to come.
We could do that.
Yeah.
And you know who he's good buddies with? It's interesting. He's in the spirit side. One of his best buddies is our buddy, TJ.
No way.
Commonplace TJ. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, they're good buddies. In fact, he started when we wanted to talk bourbon, and he wanted to talk about his friend who's a coffee mechanic.
Yeah, coffee mechanic.
And his job,
That's one way
his
to put it.
vocation is to go and fix all of these fancy espresso and coffee machines. And that's what he does. So it might be an interesting guest for us to pursue one of these days.
It'd be awesome to have him on.
Yeah.
It'd be awesome to try some of the bourbons in his collection, which if you have a collection that big, you've tried some of the outliers that maybe don't make the headlines or don't make the normal conversation.
Well, actually, I went I don't want to say old school, but I went right to one of the Penelopes that I had not had.
First of all, you can't say that until you watch the movie.
It is supposed to rain Saturday.
All right. Yes, it's supposed to be I think Saturday we all convene.
I think that's
No,
It's old school and Step Brothers. It is.
Right.
Yeah,
so,
we've been talking about doing that.
I had Penelope. What did you have, Eric?
I had the same.
Same.
And we actually had the golf version actually.
We did have the golf version.
We did. We
Yes,
did.
the golf course.
And it was quite
And
It was.
It is. It's a little straighter. It tries to keep you down the fairway.
And nobody I know that hits it that straight.
You're right.
But no, so I'm just so blessed to be part of this whole bourbon with Brad thing that we have the Eagle Rare tonight, and I see. I'm not sure what these two bottles are.
Well,
here.
those are a little extra. I mean, Eric brought gifts when he said he came back from Nova Scotia. He definitely brought gifts. I mean, and I looked at those bottles at first glance, and if you are able to look around all the cords at the front, I mean, the artwork.
pretty cool.
Yeah. I mean, this reminds me kind of that. I don't know if you guys ever had that friend in class that was always drawing in their notebook back in the day. This kind of reminds me of that guy that was like the expert, the one that could make the designs of the dark, with the pencil and just make it work.
Yeah.
it is cool.
Is that it?
That front of the bottle it represents that. Plus the bottle is pretty cool. I love the cap.
Yeah. Cap's cool.
Yeah, it's got a good
I
look
can't
to it.
wait to try this.
No. So thank you. And we're going to try those on a future episode. We're not going to dig into those tonight, but
Future.
the future, hopefully.
Lou, are you picking up a little bit of cinnamon on the Eagle Rare?
As a matter of fact, I am, Perry.
It's there. It's definitely there.
I did not get this. As I mentioned to you guys last Thursday, I wasn't getting it, and I probably mixed too many things before my Uber driver came for me.
Well, it's easy to do when you have like 8 or 10 bottles to try, right? So
It was such an awesome experience that the coach invited me to have probably 8 or 10 top shelf bourbons.
Well, Rod does
as
a nice job
selection,
when he
and
picks
our
those.
buddy Rod does a hell of a job putting this together. And you guys do it once a month, and I was fortunate to
second
be
Thursday.
invited. And it was a really cool experience. But my opinion of the Eagle Rare that night was not what it is tonight. So I stand corrected. And
Well, I'm glad to hear that because when you said, it really didn't do it for me, and I get it, because if you're if you're playing, tackle football and you're underneath the pile and you're getting 3 guys all at once in the ball, you don't know exactly which one you're tasting.
that's an interesting analogy. But
Wow. You said ball. You said ball and tasting in the same sentence.
I did, yeah. So
3 guys.
the only thing could have been better is a couple of them dropping, right?
Yeah. I was a little bit surprised
Here we
when
go.
you gave us that assessment too, Lou, because
my.
I had this a couple times before, and I think it's exceptional. I mean, I'm not sure if it's top 3 with some of the ones we've had, but it's definitely top 5.
Oh, it's definitely got to be top 10. It definitely needs to be on your bourbon.
If you can get a bottle,
Yeah, if you can get, well, in Pennsylvania, that's a hard.
a couple weeks ago that I told you, Smitty,
right.
text our group text from our golf trip a few weeks ago, and he goes, "They have Eagle Rare at the liquor store." And I ran over at lunchtime; they were down to 3 bottles.
Yeah, it usually takes one text and then it's like a mass run.
$38.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a fantastic price.
No, it's a great price, right?
Value.
And that's Pennsylvania prices. So it's a little bit higher because we charge a few fees and taxes for our roadways.
Actually, that's the first time I've ever seen it here.
And the elderly. The elderly are costly. I got to be honest.
Not that I spend a lot of time at the liquor store. I'm not. Yeah,
expensive.
but I do go and peruse sometimes. It's just to see what they have, and I've never seen that here.
I joke about the elderly, but I really want to know where all of our money's going because they say our lottery winnings, our liquor sales are all going to the benefit of the elderly. Are they really?
Well, are we elderly?
Oh, yeah.
I fall into that
I
category.
mean, God, yeah. Eric's not. I mean,
John's not.
yeah, John's. Yeah.
John still has a 3-handle,
Yeah.
right?
Explain that, Lou.
3-handle.
No,
I mean,
his
You're-
age.
I know, but you're throwing lingo out that maybe our listeners don't know what that means. That was very nonchalant, like you just, yeah.
John is in his 30s.
Oh, yeah.
The
Yeah.
first number's a 3.
The first number's
I
a
got
3.
what he said.
Okay.
All right, so the bourbon's slowing me down. I got to be honest.
It tends to do that.
Brad, you'll find this interesting. I last night when the All-Star game was on from Philly, so I text a couple of my cousins out there. We have
Yeah.
a group text going on where we talk Phillies and Steelers football.
Yeah.
And I mentioned it,
Rutgers Golf.
and sometimes Rutgers Golf, but I mentioned the podcast, and they said they watched it, and I actually sent them the clip. So happened of the Whistle Pig episode.
Oh, good episode.
My cousin Chris says, all my buddies out here in the Philly area drink Whistle Pig. It is their go-to bourbon out there
It
in
is.
Philly,
It's a big,
at least where he lives.
it's a big, I've been trying to convince the CEO down in Tampa that we need to do Whistle Pig with the Punxsutawney Phil.
Oh, that piggyback.
I mean,
excellent.
Oh, it
there,
was.
there goes the head again. I mean, that's
Yeah.
why that explains the hurt the next morning.
I don't know how you don't wake up.
or the chiropractic bill every week. So, but the Whistle Pig makes so much sense since that is a groundhog,
It does to me.
and it's a great bourbon.
It's very good.
And the Punxsutawney
That's a
Phil
that's one of my
showcase
top
on
threes.
February 2nd is just an excuse to go out and drink early in the morning.
Early in the morning. It's not early in the morning. It's late the last night
Right.
when you leave.
Right. So
I've done this 2 or 3 times.
and I have never done it, and I want to do it. So I've been here for almost 23, 24 years. That's one of my goals to do it. But every time it gets to that point, I'm like, oh, that's very cold. We're talking February 1st to February 2nd evening, right? Going up to Punxsutawney, you probably can't get a room, so you're probably going to have to just tough it out all night.
Oh, no, you get on the Benjamin's party bus.
I was going to say, they took a bus.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. And if you don't hit your shin, you're all right on the hitch. You know? And our dear friend knows what I'm talking about there. That'll
Yes.
take you down.
Yeah. No, so Eric, talk to me a little bit. What's been going on with you since we last had you? I guess you were on the show last week, right? I missed last week. You were on.
Yeah,
Monday
yeah,
with
you missed-
Casey, with
what's going
Casey
on?
Jones.
Yeah.
She was awesome.
No, she was awesome, and
Missed you.
Yeah, we did miss you, Lou.
Couldn't do that night with you guys. I missed you too. But I will tell you, when Eric and I were driving.
By the way,
up-
since you weren't here last week, our numbers spiked 19,600.
Actually, that's true. That is true.
I think that's it, 30 days. Last 30 days.
I think it was Casey
I'm
Jones.
just messing with you,
Last
buddy.
30 days. But hey, guys, I think the message there is if you get a nice young lady who is knowledgeable and cranking it out for her family and her company, hey, go for it.
Super
I'm happy to
intelligent.
take a back seat.
No,
It was a trade up.
you
No
know,
offense.
No, I get it. I'm
you
cool
know
with
what's
that.
really cool about her story, Lou, is that her journey coming out of college, and I'm sure a lot of young listeners out there are wondering the same thing, is am I on a very straight line journey if I pick, and I think her story is perfect to say no. So she went into journalism. She thought that was her goal, and she was still is very. I mean, one of the first things I think you even said, even on air a number of times, she's so articulate, right? She's
got
much like Christy K. She has
her
that
speaking ability is
presence, right?
amazing. Yeah.
And so she was on air. She was on, the news channels early on. That's what she wanted to do. She went to journalistic school at Penn State. Thought that was her career goal. Well, it shifted. All of a sudden, she gets this opportunity to go to Microsoft, and
As often they do.
right, and that's kind of the way of the day right now with AI. And that's my one recommendation is. Did I hear Gus? Or am I just hearing things? Yeah. Anyways, what a shit show, right?
if only people knew what we were dealing with.
Right. Anyways, yeah, but to be able to adjust and say, you know what, I can utilize those skills are going to come in real handy.
Sure.
With what she's doing with the intercommunication skills in Microsoft. And frankly, communication skills are, I think, what is key at the end of the day when you're trying to make things work. Mm-hmm. If you can convey that message, you can convey that powerful message, you're going to go places. And she's definitely going places. And I know of talking with Ross Smith over there and everybody else, they love her, and
Awesome.
and rightfully so.
Go Casey.
And she also, the cool thing was she wanted to talk a lot about change management, which she did, and I thought that was a great topic for.
But isn't that kind of the whole theme? Is you have to be willing to change.
Mm-hmm. You do, absolutely. You have to understand it, and you have to be able to communicate it, which is I think what she does. I mean, she was fantastic. I mean, she really was awesome. And then her father also gave her some great advice as well. Take some business classes, take the accounting classes, take the finance classes. And she said, I'm not a math person, but she understands why her father kind of led her in that direction. And she mentioned that too. And I thought that was a pretty powerful.
And that is wise advice, because you can get so narrow-minded, I think, on whatever the major is or the study is. But at the end of the day, you still have to balance the budget. You still have to be able to make some money, or you have to be able to shift if you're going to go into business for yourself. Mm-hmm. And if you are, high school certainly didn't teach you even how to sign a check. So how are you gonna do that, right? So
exactly. And for example, as well, not to go into it, but the example, but negotiation is so important. You have to learn how to negotiate, and that'll help you with everything. Buying a used car or a car, buying your first apartment, the rent, your mortgage rate, you name it. It's all a negotiation.
Is there really a good negotiation class in college, though?
No, you have to go to the Heinz School for that.
I agree. I agree.
Or to Al Patty's on a Saturday night.
Well,
there you go.
Yes.
I have a great book for you, though.
No, but I think that's exactly what my point is. So you either need to get into the right mix of folks where you're figuring out how to negotiate, whether you're negotiating your way out of a golf match or a golf card game, or you're figuring out where the leverage lies. And in college, at least in my experience, and talking with a lot of other folks, it's the economics, it's the macronomic. It's all in the marketing. We're talking business.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But you went to the Heinz.
I went to High School at Carnegie Mellon. I went to graduate school there.
I'm sure they taught you how to negotiate.
Took some great negotiation courses. And, that was, getting to yes. And I think Linda Babcock was my professor. I think she moved.
That name is very familiar.
She moved to, I think, the Kennedy School at Harvard, if I'm not mistaken. But she was fantastic.
Wow.
But the best negotiation book, and I'll be honest, it's Never Split the Difference. And that is probably the best. It's a very thin book, but they talk about the Ackerman method, which is a CIA methodology to deal with kidnappers and ransom.
I think you were telling me about, didn't we? Was that you and I talking about this, or you and I talking about it involved the kidnapping and a ransom?
It's probably
situation.
You guys in Altoona when the guy was looking over the bar at you.
Trying to kidnap you.
Yeah, he was looking. Ooh, what are you doing?
I think he's taking you, buddy.
Hey, speaking of looking over the bar, the bartender there was the ultimate professional bartender. Jake knew everything about everything and took care of everybody that wanted anything there. It was the most professional young bartender. I say he's young. I'm guessing in my world that's 30-ish, right?
Yeah.
Awesome bartender there as well. But
that was my first trade. I love bartending, and it's a craft.
It's communication.
It is communication. So that's where you learn how to communicate with all different kind of personalities.
Not always good.
Well, and not, and some are more challenging than others, right? So, in at different times, depending on the variables that are involved, right?
Yeah. Learn how to resolve conflict.
Yeah, and those are important life skills to any young folks that are out there. I mean, if you get a chance to bartend or waitress or waiter in an establishment and you can deal with that, you're gonna it sounds like you're huffing drinks or food. No, what you're learning is how to deal with people's skills and different people's skills, and that comes. If I have to give any 2 bits of advice on talking about the Hinds, and you're lucky to be able to have that.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I did not have any of the negotiation, even through law school. I mean, they really didn't teach you how to negotiate.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's one of my weakest points, honestly. You mentioned something when you were talking about your Carnegie Mellon experience. Did you say a premise get to yes?
Yeah, getting to yes.
Getting to is that a book?
Getting to yes. It's a book.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, because I have a tendency to go right to yes, and in my enthusiasm to get a deal, I just.
But don't we all know those people that just go right to no?
And that's the thing. I think the
Yeah.
other one's getting past no or something like this. There's
Yeah,
one,
right?
It's the dichotomy of the two. But never split the difference. FBI hostage negotiator, I can't remember his name. We'll get it in the next segment. The best negotiating book I've ever read in my entire life. I mean, it is that good. And it's not thick. It's and he talks about his experiences, how he got into it.
Christopher Voss.
Yeah, Chris. That's it, Chris. Yep, Voss. Yep, and he has. They run seminars for this too. Yep.
Is it called talking them down from the ledge?
It's really about trying to understand about the person and not making it about you, and really and just all the information that you want that you need. To just,
I'm sorry.
but you're talking them from.
No, but I mean, I think that's part of it, right?
But it's true though. But
yeah.
100% it's true. And
We're off the bridge, Let me just do the triple Lundy.
Bridge.
wait, what was that? Back to school?
No,
Yes,
no.
that was Back to School.
I'm guessing you didn't watch that movie either.
No, that was one of my
Oh,
favorites.
okay, I just want to make sure I'm getting back. If we have to peel back to school because I know you haven't watched Old School, so I just want to make sure that we have some reference point.
You guys tease me about my Italian heritage. You remember the guy? Remember Rodney's name in the movie?
Back to School.
Yeah.
Isn't it like Polish name or something?
No.
Oh,
Thornton Mellon.
I'm thinking
yes.
Thornton Mellon.
What?
I'm
That
thinking
wasn't
of,
his real
Caddyshack.
name. His real name in the movie, you're a Maloney, because they changed his name from Maloney to Thornton Mellon. So it just became back in the day because his family weren't they in the textile or clothing
Right.
business? I think they sold women's dresses somewhere. It was Rodney Dangerfield.
It was.
For you people that don't know,
Classic movie.
It is.
And
A
by
lot
the way,
of you
the triple
listeners
Lundy is one of the greatest dives that have ever been pulled
no
off.
doubt.
I mean, the clean entry. Hey, we're going to enter into this break right after this.
That's not a very clean entry.
AI, data, privacy, cybersecurity. Across all 50 states and federal, the law changed overnight. But this morning, you're not scrambling. One coffee, one scroll. Every new development that matters, in plain English, reviewed by an attorney linked to its official government source. That's Docket Daily. The 4 pillars, every morning, one place. Start your free 2-week trial at docketdaily.ai.
And we are back in the 4th, not the 5th, not the 6th yet. Segment.
But if we go to 6, we're in trouble.
Yeah, and I was talking about the 6th segment. That's where you just go right down to Assholeville, and that town is a notorious dark town of Twilight Zone-ish.
Actually, what we should do is if we do a midweek update, we'll call that segment 6.
No, it feels like segment 6 midweek, doesn't it?
Yeah.
What happens when we get to segment 100?
Oh my goodness.
Oh boy.
That's another.
Yeah,
story.
that's a long night.
We got all kind of stories.
We do have stories though. We can go on and on, right?
Hey, as long as we stay conscious, we're good.
No, that's
Stay conscious. We're good.
it's a balancing act. You don't drink the Coke with the bourbon. It's a separate.
You drink it outside of the bourbon.
You
Yeah.
drink it at the same time, but
It's an
not with.
outside thing. So you got the Mexican Coke on the one side, and when I say Mexican Coke, it's not the corn syrup. So RFJ,
It's actually it's better. It's better.
it's the real sugar,
Yeah.
and it's the reason I can't get this anymore on the shelves because I've been talking about too much.
It's a hot seller.
It's not the corn syrup.
Message to advertisers.
Yeah, right.
You want to sell out? Come on our show.
Yeah, there you go.
Anyways, I'm gonna have a little.
Little cola. I've got something for you.
That's like
Oh,
that,
Eric came bearing gifts.
Oh, that-
Not
that-
only did he bring us bourbon,
that's just kind of like the old tunnel with the Steelers,
Oh yeah, that
Yeah.
oh,
the,
Mean Joe Green.
Me and Joe Green with the Coke
Green
comp.
with the-
Yeah,
Hey,
you know what I
kid.
mean? It just kind of came back, didn't it?
hey kid.
Hey kid.
Hey, kid.
That's right.
Right?
Yeah. Wow.
Right? Classic Coke. That's when they had the bottles.
That's right.
Mean Joe Green. We lost him this year, didn't we?
Oh, we did.
Yeah, he passed.
Sad. I met him in Dallas at the airport one
rest his
time.
soul.
Big man.
Hey guys, we're only 2 weeks from NFL training camps, right?
That's crazy, right?
Have you been to St. Vincent for the Steelers camp?
I
You
have.
guys ever been?
I've
Never
been. It's been a long time.
been there.
but,
I've never been there either.
I usually just drive by right to the airport.
forget about these guys.
Well, that was back when the airport actually was working.
They actually.
I had the airline there.
I think the university, I guess you call it a university or college, but St. Vincent actually just built what I believe is one of the nicest Division III indoor facilities in the country.
There's no doubt.
Yep.
Because of the affiliation over these last, 30, 40, 50 years with the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Minis, yeah.
It's a long-standing tradition,
Yeah.
right? And it's one of the coolest traditions right in our backyard here.
It
right?
is, no doubt.
And if you're there, well, Casey Jones's husband played for St. Vincent or Strong. Yes, St. Vincent. I get that mixed up
Yeah,
with
you
Erie.
almost said Strong Vincent.
I did, but Strong Vincent. If those that know me, that's my boys from Erie. So
that's where Ian went.
yeah, that's where he went. And he played football. So they shared their lockers with the the Steelers.
Oh, that's
Pretty cool stuff.
How cool is that, right?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, so 2 weeks out from that, and here in Western Pennsylvania, our Buccos, we're looking forward to the second half of the season.
They just got on a very hot string, and then the break.
I know.
It's like the cooler. It's like that William. Is it William Macy? You ever see that that movie?
William H. Macy.
William H.
I
Macy.
love
yes.
that guy. He's a great actor.
There's a movie called The Cooler where he's the cooler for the casino.
Oh, I've never seen that.
I have not seen that.
Great movie,
But
boys.
it has to be good.
I know. So we are going to watch Step Brothers and Old School this Saturday because I'm thinking it's a deluge if they're going for 2 to 4 inches.
That's gonna be
Hopefully we don't lose power.
Yeah. Well, I got a generator. We'll fire it right back up. but William H. Macy is the cooler in the casino, so he's so bad luck that they hired him just to go around and talk to all. It's a great premise.
So the idea is he cools off people who are on like a hot
Yeah,
streak
that's
so
right.
they don't lose more money.
That's right.
So the casino doesn't.
But that's just the shallow version of the movie. Actually, it's very good. If you guys are looking for a great watch tonight, that is it.
yeah, I'll have to check that out.
cooler.
I get that concept, though. I'm going back 30 years now.
Yeah, when you went
we
with-
used to go to the
I was gonna
casinos.
say, when you were going to Atlantic City.
No, we used to go to Resorts International, and
Balls.
anytime there was about 8 of us.
There they are. It never gets old.
Forget my story. I'll tell
It's
you
like
later.
Hey, Lou, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but that's like. Get ready, hut, center. I hear that going. I'm like, I'm on.
It's my time.
From now on,
finish.
as soon as you hear that starting to work, we're going to have you do.
We're all gonna pause.
No,
We can't
we're
get
just
real
gonna have
quiet.
you yell Omaha,
Omaha.
because that's what. Anytime paint meant, and everybody thinks it meant something, it just meant there's an audible coming, so
That's
we'll
right.
all know to stop. But I know we used to have a what we called our cooler back in the day when we would go to Atlantic City, and 8 of us got on a hot streak, and they brought in this woman.
How'd you get to Atlantic City? By the way?
They may have sent a
Private jet?
a small plane for us. Yeah, because that's that's how you transport losers.
You didn't go yellow cab, huh?
No, we do not take yellow cab. No,
They're not going to fly somebody out there that takes all their money.
No,
Yeah,
but,
when you watch that monogram, like old freaking alarm clock, go over and over. Oh my God, it's getting expensive.
Right. The cooler's name back when we went was a woman named Rita Coletti.
Oh, it was.
And it was almost like, hey, we're killing it. We have a new dealer coming in, and there's apparently a bunch of balls about to drop over in the ice machine. But no, Rita Coletti would come in like William H. Macy, and she cooled everybody down. It's hard not to. I think that it was.
It's a real thing.
Yeah, it's a real thing. So,
Yeah, you know that. I mean, you ran the crap stable down for us at the. Well, in my experience, the Floridian. I know you ran it long before because that crap stable was handsome.
Handsome.
It is handsome.
So
we need to get our hands on that. That needs to be the center. If we can get that back at our club, or it needs to be back up, don't you think?
it would be neat, but I'm not sure where the chain of ownership is with that. But I think it's still down at the Floridian down in Stuart, Florida.
Well, it'd be great to be able to bring it back and maybe refelt it and put it in honor of Mr. Delaney.
That would be very cool. Very
right?
cool. So, hey, on a more upbeat note, and let's get back to a little bit of science here before we get to the fifth segment. You sent out a clip to us this week about something about trees and how there's 3 trillion trees on this planet. Which
that's a build off of what you and I were talking about, the blobs from Popular Mechanics.
Exactly what it is. Yeah.
So tell me what's up with that? Where was I didn't get a chance to dive deep into the 3 trillion trees and 380,000 other species, basically saying, "Hey, you humans, you ain't all that."
No, you're not.
Million
They're all breathing and they're all
networks.
conscious and they're all thinking. So you can basically fuck whatever you want now.
There you go.
If we could diagram his mind, what would it look like?
It looked like. Do you remember Etch a Sketch?
Yeah, if you dropped it.
Or your cat's playing with it.
You kind of dropped it and it just kind of like, oh, yeah. I'll just erase that.
Remember how you used to erase it? Shake it.
Yeah, exactly. Just shake me hard.
Shake it. So it was about plants.
I know, right?
So much for 3 trillion trees.
I know. But we are an explicit podcast. I got to throw.
10 minutes in, we haven't talked about a fucking thing yet.
Yeah, thank you.
Let's get some substance here.
It's about plants.
We're playing Ring Around the Prosies.
Well, that's an interesting one too.
Yeah, I know.
I love those child.
I know. So
rhymes. I can't sing.
we thought they were just the segment.
Kind of like Fuzzy Wuzzy. Kind of like Fuzzy Wuzzy.
No, Perry, don't do that.
Oh no!
Don't go down that word.
Oh man, that's gonna go.
That was a viral moment that we don't want to relive. So, guys, go ahead and finish your thought.
It's about.
I apologize. I'm just going to enjoy my bourbon.
It's about plants and consciousness. It's about plants and consciousness, and they did this study where they had plants and they dropped them and they would I don't know. Anyway, but it was great.
But did you see that one plant that just kind of reached out and grabbed the pole?
Yeah, it was a bean plant, and it had extended itself up through the pole, and the scientists had another pole next to it, not a stripper pole, but a pole.
Oh, you just kind of
it wrapped its tendril around it.
You just made my point.
Growing, right? See,
I mean, if you're attractive enough, they will reach out.
that's right.
We'll give you a tendril.
And that was the first one.
All right.
They had some other ones too, where they actually, I think, it had to do with a Venus flytrap, something to do with a.
I've heard that called that before.
Those things are fascinating.
They are.
They are meat eaters.
Until you give it.
Yes, they are.
What do you call it, Lou?
I'm just going to look forward. I'm just going to keep smiling, looking forward.
I mean, look at Lou. He's all polished. He got the haircut. You even shaved this week.
I did?
Yeah. I mean, look at you.
It's good.
I must have missed a couple spots.
Oh, you didn't miss any.
No, he looks
You look very dapper, man.
Dapper.
I got to be even for a segment dapper. I'm a little blurry over here. I'm like the Venus tri-clamp.
Venus flytrap.
Yeah, that's it.
Tri-clamp.
I'm just trying to eat whatever I can get.
Yes.
Yeah, all right. So I almost made you swallow.
Yeah, I almost spit it out over there. I've been on Perry in a second.
No, I know, right? That's what he's hoping for.
I did.
He's got those legs completely in a football formation.
Hey, Perry, I think we're going to have to call this the 4th/5th segment.
Apparently, yeah.
So, anyway, way, Brad, I wanted to say something.
Yeah,
and
I'll let you.
I got these guys.
I'm sorry.
These no. I have a gift for you, and
No.
I've been working on this
More
for-
so than these 3 gifts that we are sitting
I've
on
been
the bar.
working.
I've been wondering because I see this bag.
Yeah. So this is the best.
It says suit up.
So it's
Yeah, I saw
coffee. You're on the bench.
Oh, well, there you go, TJ.
Alcohol, suit up, and I thought that was pretty appropriate.
Oh,
so let's
that is
do.
so appropriate.
That's definitely appropriate.
So I want to see it here. You want to bring that over?
Let me
here?
bring it in. I don't know if
and
you
I
can all
think-
see that or hear. Coffee, you're on the bench. Alcohol, suit up. I don't know if you heard that.
So I have this here too. It's to the
Mitches.
Mitches.
Oh, yeah, that's us.
So the Mitches. And
That's you too, Johnny.
And on
Get out of your phone, Mitchell.
And on the back, so on the back, I have this formula. It's called the Architecture of Consciousness, and we can.
Good Lord, I'm going to have to put that into AI.
But I'd love to. Anyway, Brad.
Yeah.
Open this. I know we've got.
So if I open up the envelope, does that destruct the consciousness?
It does not, because we'll use this. I'll just do it myself,
All right.
but my signature as well.
Is that a secret formula or is that a?
It's just not so super secret from it, but anyway, we will. It's
I
basic.
need
We'll have to
your-
get some close up. I'll take some pictures of that.
You have to because
And
this
we'll
is-
use them. You can overlay.
I mean, this is some high tech CMU stuff, maybe even beyond. I mean, Eric's kind of on his own when he's creating stuff. That's what I love about him. It's
Poor brother can't open an envelope.
well, it's okay.
No, this
You know,
is
One of the
this is
smartest guys I know, but he can't open an envelope.
I couldn't open that bourbon bottle
if you don't
either.
send me electronically, you ain't getting paid.
That's right. All right, so here we go. I just want to so to the Mitches and
All right.
and here maybe read that first.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Aloud or
Yeah, out loud.
okay.
Well, first maybe like
maybe just to myself.
to yourself.
Oh my goodness.
And while he's doing that, Lou, does that package heavy? Does it feel
heavy.
Some substance in there?
I feel like it's almost Christmas morning, and I'm waiting to open the first batch.
Yeah.
Right? And that so that first batch is just kind of flowing up towards your chin.
So
Brad, read the letter to us. Come on, let's hear what Eric has
Well,
to say.
and this is old school. And this is what I love. This is you talk about communication, right? This is how you communicate. Not you and I just whispering in each other's ear
Yeah.
or Perry, throwing a stiletto up at
Yeah.
us because he's ticked that we're going too long.
We should probably have a silo here.
We probably should.
Yeah.
Not a loop. Is it a Louboutin? Am I saying that right?
Louboutin.
Oh, did I say that right this
Yeah,
time?
you did. Louboutin.
yeah, you did really well.
some
in
good
that.
French.
Yeah. Oh, it wasn't very good the first time.
No, it wasn't. Hey, before I forget, Christy's assistant Lily turned 21 yesterday.
Oh, there's a happy birthday.
I saw that.
Happy
Yeah,
birthday,
there's
Lily.
a happy birthday.
happy birthday. I saw that on Instagram.
Yes.
Happy
Yeah,
birthday,
right.
Lily.
Yep. Next time she's in our studio, she can have a drink
enjoy
with
our
us.
bourbon,
Yeah,
right?
yes.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Well, who's going to drive them home?
Yeah, well, she'll have her assistant. But
There's that.
Yes.
So, anyways, we have a note, a handwritten note, and it's beautifully written, by the way. Remember the old stencil pens? Where you put the ink
Oh yeah.
in the is it
Calligraphy.
there's the word. I could never.
Yeah.
I would never get that word out. I could scribble with that stuff, but this looks like calligraphy from a genius mind. Anyways, to the Mitches,
Yeah. The Mitches.
Brad, Lou, Perry, and a lot of dots. You know who you are. May you always be blessed, and may you always be epic. Yeah, baby. Enjoy. EEK. Yeah, baby.
That boy. What do you got? What do you got? Go ahead. Help us out.
No, go ahead, guys.
Okay, so Brad, Brad.
Oh, no.
Take-
Oh,
take-
you guys,
take-
open
take
up.
the-
Go ahead, Mitch.
I want to watch.
You're the head
No,
Mitch.
you guys do it.
Okay.
Please do it.
Okay, so
I can observe. I
okay,
can
so
comment.
I'm getting rid of this
Paper.
the fluff on, and
Yeah.
going. It looks
Oh.
like a bottle of Iron City.
Oh, there's bubble wrap.
Oh,
There is bubble wrap. Did you ship that all the way back from Nova Scotia?
No, this was hard to find.
I'm having
hard
a
to
hell of
find.
a time getting it out of there, Eric. That
My goodness, we got bubble wrap
that
going on.
tape.
Let me get that guy out of here.
Let's just pop one at a time.
It's just
All right, here we go. There you go. So there's a couple. I'm going to tell you the story behind this too.
Ooh, beautiful. Ooh, beautiful bottle.
oh, that's a really cool bottle.
Ooh, what is that?
What does that say?
Is that the four?
That is the fifth segment.
What?
Oh, no way.
Four Roses fifth segment.
Somebody already made one?
No,
He did for us.
I did for you.
No, that's a special Four Roses bottle, isn't it?
This bottle is only available in Japan because it's a Japanese. It's a Japanese release, and it's the Platinum Four Roses. It's the super premium.
Oh my goodness. I need a break.
We know.
And
We know what
anyway-
just happened. Let's keep it between us.
I've been trying to get this bottle
Louis, can you pass those blue tissues?
for months, and I tried to find a place. How do I get the fifth segment? And it's in the proper
my
color.
God.
Yeah.
Lou, can we put it on the pedestal and just evaluate
I'll
it?
have
Let
to
me
get
see
a-
if I can.
I'll get a
Here,
picture of
hold on.
that,
I'll
too.
slide
But this one is
Mike,
is
let
not
me,
for drinking.
It's not for drinking. This
It's
is
going to be for.
No, that's gonna be
Oh,
front
that's
and
for
center.
display.
It's
Don't
gonna be
drop
here.
it.
Yeah,
Don't.
just can we just observe the color, the bottle?
And it's only really available in Japan. You can find. I found an online retailer in
Oh.
the U.S. who actually does.
Are you
the
kidding
painting.
me?
Yeah.
So the bo- so-
I'm not kidding you.
So
my
the
goodness,
bottle
I wanna hug you,
is
but I think you're gonna get a
personalized.
little nipple.
I'm I appreciate you guys so much. I do.
That is
So
awesome,
the bottle. So you had the bottle personalized.
Yes.
That's freaking
Yep.
beautiful.
Well,
Yep.
Maybe we don't create the fifth segment. We just keep doing this Japanese thing, and just whoever wants to.
I
enjoy
know
the
it sounds
fifth
like it's
segment-
pretty hard to get though.
Well, it's exactly. So maybe you just got to come down to the studio and enjoy it with us.
That's right.
Very, very cool.
Very
That's
cool.
awesome,
You guys are
Eric.
very welcome.
No, thank you. That is awesome, brother. And that's what bourbon.
There will be
Proud
a,
of here.
That's what bourbon's all about. It's about sharing, and
there will be
you know,
a picture of that for
no,
sure. on
for
there.
sure, right? I mean, come on,
That is epic.
man.
Yeah.
I thought I wasn't going to cry till the sixth segment, but now it's a fourth, and I got tears.
My man's tearing up.
Yeah.
That's awesome, Eric.
You know,
Very welcome,
Eric's favorite word, and we're all on these communication threads, is epic, and that is truly epic.
It is.
what you did for the show.
No,
For the
this
Mitches.
is-
For the Mitches. It's for the Mitches, guys. You
This-
guys are great.
This is epic in cartoon figures, you know. You know what I mean?
What?
No,
You know what I mean? You ever seen Epic in the cartoons? You know when they like Batman and Robin and they're like,
oh yeah, they have that.
they're
like,
throwing it
bam.
out. Yeah, yeah.
Blam!
Blam.
Boom!
Yeah.
Epic.
This is epic like that.
There you go. Boom.
Overhead.
Epic.
That's amazing. That bottle's gorgeous.
Isn't it? So, we like the tall, slender, elegant bottles.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Sleek, slender. The color's perfect.
Perfect. Well, you know, if you can figure out a way for us to be able to do this all the time, I'll let you negotiate that deal.
I'll negotiate the deal.
That's exactly what we're thinking for the fifth segment bottle.
Never split the difference.
Never split the difference.
Never split the difference.
Yep, Chris Foss.
But get to yes.
and always get the yes.
Oh, I'm sure that little thin bottle's that thin book's gonna work its way into the
It will.
the negotiation session.
Because it's never 50-50. Because
Never 50-50, Mitch. It's always me all the beginning.
There we go. So, hey guys, we're about out of time at this segment.
Terry's not coming through my microphone
pretty-
anymore. He's
It's
just
pretty cool. We're going to
Oh,
talk
I can hear him now.
about this.
There he is. we're coming back with the fifth segment, and we're gonna
I
leave.
want to get my hands on that bottle. I guess.
Yeah,
Oh,
pretty
okay.
damn cool.
We're gonna not like to touch.
See you in a few.
We'll be right back after this.
AI, data, privacy, cybersecurity. Across all 50 states and federal, the law changed overnight. But this morning, you're not scrambling. One coffee, one scroll. Every new development that matters, in plain English, reviewed by an attorney linked to its official government source. That's Docket Daily. The 4 pillars, every morning, one place. Start your free 2-week trial at docketdaily.ai.
There's so much that is so much clearer to me right now than it
It's
was
all adding up.
just 30 seconds ago.
It's all adding up.
Yeah.
So we're rolling.
Oh, great.
So we're apparently
We are
back.
back.
Hey, cheers,
Anyways,
guys.
guys.
We made it to segment 5
Anyways, I
tonight.
came into kindergarten with a mad tattoo on my arm.
Cheers.
These perfectly sized up baby teeth.
That's hilarious.
I mean, there wasn't a missing tooth.
He drew blood. Is that where your aversion to blood comes from, maybe?
There wasn't blood drawn, thank God.
Oh, okay.
But it was deep. I mean, it was indented. and there was some tears shed.
I'll bet.
By whom?
Me.
By that other kid after Brad kicked his ass.
No, I just kind of just fell and cried like a baby.
Like somebody who just got bit.
I mean, who saw that coming, right? I mean, you're having fun. You're building these, these big, cardboard blocks, and we're trying to build the house and be creative. And next thing you know, you're getting bit.
And obviously, it created some trauma for you because you still remember.
Maybe we should talk about this a little bit more. Let's move on.
Maybe you need to.
You know what?
I think you need to talk to a professional.
Trust me, if I talk to a professional, that professional's got to retire.
ASAP.
He'd be like, I met my match.
Books are closed.
Clear my
Mitch.
schedule. I am done.
Before we get too deep into this 5th segment, which I may be too late for this, but Eric, on the back of the envelope that you couldn't get open,
He can't breathe.
I know, I can't even open it. I can't talk.
You looked that pretty good, buddy.
Yeah.
just doesn't matter.
I want to hear about the formula.
Did you guys see the weather forecast?
Hot.
Hot.
Hot, followed by more hot, and really
More hot. So
So
I'm not sure this is where this is going in the 5th segment. The consciousness architecture. Would you like to talk about the equation of
Yes.
consciousness?
Hey, Perry, mute my mic.
And
Let's let him get this out.
I muted his mic.
yes. He's done. Yes, Lou. So
I'm still over here.
so we
It's bleeding through to the other mic.
I know.
so Brad, we were,
Amazing.
so we were talking about the blobs and the plants.
I actually turned him off.
I'm off.
That's the first time ever.
I literally can't even hear myself in my own ear.
So we were talking.
then we've concluded that you're deaf. Because 3 guys just called from Pittsburgh and said, tell him to shut the hell up.
Okay, go ahead, Eric.
No, it's okay. I love how this is so much fun. Anyway, so
My stomach hurts from laughing.
I was thinking. Okay, I'll stop.
Jesus, you've turned into Giggle Mitch too.
I have. So I was thinking. So we had this article that you sent about the blobs, right?
blobs. Conscious blobs.
And you have that LinkedIn article about.
Yeah, we've
that,
all been
too.
one of those conscious blobs one night.
Oh yeah.
God damn.
most often.
You know, I can't edit all this stuff out, Brad.
And then we had the article about the plants. And so I thought to myself, well, there's got to be a definition of consciousness of some sort. And
Eric, you want me to handle this for you?
I called it the architecture. I guess, please. Well, yeah, go ahead.
The architecture of
I
consciousness.
gotta turn Eric off now too. Go ahead, Louie. It's all you, Lou.
The components that make up our consciousness are global or casual integration. That's the G. The V, endogenous evaluation or significance. You're gonna have to explain that to me. Self-made, that's the S. So we're at G, V, and S. T is temporal continuity. And A is autonomous perception. These things, when combined, and you told me this little, the Greek symbol
The Greek phi.
means an amalgamation, an aggregation of those 5 things get together to create our consciousness that allows us to dive into the 5th segment in the state we're in. So perhaps.
All right, let me challenge you on this. Can I challenge you on this?
Yeah.
You're back on, Brad.
Oh, I'm back on.
We got him back. We got his temporal continuity is back.
Temporal continuity sounds like
So if
Scary.
consciousness isn't embedded in the body, the physical being, right? Mm-hmm. So does that formula still apply?
It does. And I'm gonna talk about the plants.
Talk about the bean plant, because that one reaches out a little bit further.
tendril.
They have the endogenous valuation of significance. They have the temporal continuity, plant growing, all that stuff, right?
Yep.
And the autonomous perception. They've got, and from the article,
And that's the
autonomous
test.
perception.
Well, and
and,
that's
I'm
the
going to
test.
move the microphone closer to you.
and that would be a test.
And that was the test that was done.
Yes.
Yep.
But it doesn't have the G or the S. The G or the S. The global or casual integration doesn't really have that. But it's the opposite for LLM models. LLM models have global casual integration, and they are self-made, but they don't have the endogenous valuation or significance or the temporal continuity or the autonomous perception. They don't have that.
Not yet.
Not yet. Will they ever have it? I don't know.
It seems like it's happening.
Is that the EQ that you spoke of earlier?
Well, the EQ is kind of that, right? So that is kind of the extra special level. And when you embed it with your expertise, then it becomes really special, because now that's the lens that everything's going through, right?
So it's building, in my mind, at least for this thought pattern, it was essentially, we're not there yet, and maybe artificial general intelligence might have a few of them, but I don't know. I mean, it's just a thought on. Humans have all of this, right? We do.
Most.
And most at any time, right?
No, it varies, right?
But
Depends on which segment we're talking about.
eighth. I find it interesting, and I something else to just add to the beautiful bottle of bourbon we have here on the fifth set.
Oh, we have a few.
Yeah, we do.
I mean,
a lot.
we are playing behind the defensive line. So we're going to try to.
Hey, there's Tanya.
We're going to try to
Hey,
break.
Tanya's here. How's Tanya?
We're going to try to break our way through this. And I know Louis is usually used to kicking over the line, but we're going to have to try to break our way through the line. Otherwise, the camera's not going to get this. All these beautiful bottles that you brought, by the way, they're all Eric's.
They're all, you can see them all.
Yeah.
Those four.
Yeah.
Which is a lot.
Can you still see Eric? That's the most important thing.
Yes.
I'm still here.
He's front and center.
Well, I know you are, but I mean, you might be. I want to make sure.
Oh, I might be like blocked by the bottle.
No, they're strategically placed between you and Eric and Lou and Eric.
Okay, so I feel like Eric's center.
He is.
No.
Oh, yeah. You are.
No, you're the center.
Oh boy.
This is left.
So am I
guard,
hiking?
Right.
Am I hiking to him?
Yeah. Well, maybe.
No.
Left guard, right guard.
Nope.
All right, I'll play quarterback.
So we
Okay.
haven't
Yeah,
talked-
you
so
do.
so we haven't really. Well, we talked a little bit when you revealed the bottle last segment, but I did get a picture, which I assume you'll lay over on the edit.
That picture's
That
amazing.
bottle, that's a beautiful bottle. And
Tanya, Eric brought this custom-made bottle from Japan, the Four Roses, with it engraved with the fifth segment on top.
I know
It's
probably delicious, and sadly, we'll probably never try it.
and literally wrote the whole Einstein formula on the back of the envelope.
It is amazing. I actually, what I'm going to do is, I'd probably do this in August, but I will have another bottle of this, but without the fifth segment on it and engraved,
So we can drink it.
so we can drink it, and we'll save this one for the back.
No,
maybe,
this
yeah?
was going front and center.
And we'll have it. It is, in my view, I've had all the Four Roses, and that's definitely my favorite.
No, I literally just read about this bottle.
The platinum.
Yeah. Isn't that weird?
And you know who doesn't have it?
Who?
Knickerbocker.
Knickerbocker.
Oh, nice,
Oh, yeah, Mister, I got 900 and how many different bottles of spirits?
but not that one.
He's
His spirits may be high, but ours are higher, and our bourbonometer's going down, boys.
he is one shy of a full shelf
That's right.
because we have the last one to go.
We
on
have
his
one
shelf.
he doesn't have. That's
Listen,
doubt.
Bjorn.
That's awesome.
It's like McEnroe and Bjorn all over again. We're going back and forth.
It's a great volley. Great volley. Good volley.
How did you pivot to tennis?
That was really good.
Yes, that was.
I was impressed.
In the fifth
Louis, he
segment.
pivots 5 times a minute.
At least. At least.
Yeah, you just
Next thing you know, Dr. J's coming in.
Yeah. You just got to try to keep up. And then other than that, you just got to be parrying. You just got to cut.
No. I cut almost nothing. I had to cut a little bit of stuff out tonight, but not much. That's rare. Actually, most of the cuts we're going to do tonight are because of Gussie.
Well, poor Gus.
Poor Gus. Yeah.
Oh gosh, that was terrible.
Gus doing all right? That's a no.
Uh-oh.
Wait a minute. No, he's okay. He's okay.
Okay.
Oh,
No, he wasn't feeling well down here.
He was having a bad time.
Just in case anybody missed, we had a little bit of a problem with our mascot, Gus.
Yeah.
Not feeling so well tonight. Heat's affecting those little puppies.
Well, the heat is.
Big
yeah.
puppy. Well, he's not a puppy. That's a big ass dog.
That's
The
my
heat's,
lap dog.
The heat had some ill effects on our boy Gus tonight. So
Yeah.
hopefully he's cool.
No, Gus and I, we're the two. We're the two. Well, I'm the man in the box. He's the dog in the box.
Well, I'm gonna make a guess that sometimes those two flip flop, right?
I would bet money on that.
Yeah. Sometimes the man in the box becomes the dog in the house.
Well,
right?
Yeah.
it feels like that.
What do you say, Tanya?
Not much.
Yeah, she agrees.
Would you like to try the Eagle
It'd be
Rare?
nice. It'd be nice if Brad went doggy style once in a while.
Hey, we still have the Tanya taste.
Yeah.
Tanya taste.
We left the Tanya taste
Yeah,
for you.
would you like to try?
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.
Let's see
Come
what
on.
we
Eagle
can do.
Rare
Let me,
10?
let me slide out
Grab
here
that,
and
Louis.
see if I can be a server.
Yeah. You know exactly where everything is, big dog.
Taping.
Oh yeah, of course.
Mitch, a ball, if you will.
Actually, Tanya walked in. John and I were sitting at the bar today having lunch.
And
Tanya comes out of
done.
her.
Eagle Rare.
Tanya
Eagle
comes out
Rare
of her
is
meeting
gone.
and she goes, "Oh, and look at the 2 beer goobers sitting
Yeah,
at the bar."
And that is a perfectly named. It kind of. I got to be honest, John. I was a little bit traumatized. I'm sure you were for a while. The first time she called you and I that.
It's got a good.
Yeah, right. We were all happy to see her come up 18, and she's like, "What are you two beer goobers?"
We're just asking her. How was it around? How many
Let's go back to our bar stool. It's like Cliff and Norm going right back to their bar stool. It's like that's it.
Hear what she said. Tanya said,
what
"I
she
upset John so much he bought a Subaru."
That's a true story.
differently now?
I gotta be honest though, that's a very nice Subaru.
That is nice.
You went
Yeah.
top shelf there, brother.
See you here today.
That's
Yeah.
a nice car.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my father-in-law would be so proud. I mean, he had one for he swore when you talk about popular mechanics. He also had the car magazines, and
No, it's a great car.
no, it is a great car. So when you look at all the safety tests, and I'm not pitching Subaru, but I mean, you're not going to go through the windshield.
No, it's a good car.
He got that.
There's a
going
reason. There's a reason you still see Subarus around that are like 35 years old.
through. Yes, there are a few cars like.
Toyotas too.
Drank that whole bottle tonight.
Oh, there's 5 of us.
There's 5. And we shared some with the audience tonight as well. So the audience had a sip or two.
They
so,
did have a sip or two.
Yeah.
We wanted to share the good stuff with the people that make us.
Exactly.
So 7 guys that we picked up
Carney's not here.
off of Indiana, Pennsylvania's version of Skid Row.
Everybody's looking around. Where's Carney? Must be these blobs. These
Blobs are
conscious,
everywhere, man.
these conscious
Conscious
blobs that
blobs.
we're talking about.
Oh, they're everywhere. Sip on bourbon.
Oh, I think he did.
Oh,
I got to be
Little
honest. That is pretty cool. I mean,
That bottle is cool.
I told him, I said, we were thinking about making our own 5th segment. We may just etch it, and it might just be a private thing that we share with our friends that come down to the studio.
Oh, that'd be cool, huh? A little parting gift.
Or just a little sharing gift when we have them down.
Hey, here's a gift, but you have to drink it with us.
Of course.
Yeah.
Bourbon isn't to be, shelved.
That's right, as Eddie told us.
That's right. It's to be shared.
Yeah, it's true.
But gentlemen, so
Wow, did you guys catch that little moment that we were silent?
I know in the fifth
As
segment.
a group, in the fifth
I know.
segment, we were silent, Perry. For it might have been a millisecond,
but it
we
felt
were
like forever.
It definitely did.
So can we finish up with talking a little bit about FIFA? What's going on there?
Yeah, Eric,
You talking about my
this is
dog?
right up your alley, man.
World Cup. We had two
Yeah.
semifinals yesterday.
Yeah, my man Eric. In case you all didn't know it, Eric is an overseer of soccer officials and referees in Western Pennsylvania.
No
correct?
way.
I'm close.
Am I close?
Yeah, I'm on the board of PA West Soccer Association, which is basically the long arm or short arm of the USSF, United States Soccer Federation. So we administer all the programs.
There's supposed to be no hands in soccer.
There's no hands.
Or arms.
For the Federation in Western PA. And actually, Corey Parker, this is cool, right?
Yeah.
Corey Parker from Edinburgh, Pennsylvania,
good
PA West
times.
official. He was the AR1 on the game today, Argentina, England.
No.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
Serious?
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
Who won the
Fantastic.
game? Who won the game?
Argentina won 2-1. England went up in the 59th minute, 1-0. Great goal.
So this tells you about the ignorance, but does Messi play for Argentina?
He does.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so, right?
And Messi had 2 assists today, so now
So
he's
had an incredible run.
amazing. The
He had
guy,
8 goals.
he's the GOAT.
Yeah.
In my mind.
Right at this age now too.
At this age, he's
It's kind of like Tom Brady's last hurrah.
How old is he?
Did we not?
How about this
Or-
dude they used to call Pele?
39, I think Messi is. I think.
But in
Pele
soccer,
was amazing.
but in soccer years, it's like 88.
Well, that's pretty old for a pro athlete. I mean,
Yeah, 41. I think Ronaldo is from Portugal. He's 41, but they have these. Everyone's like, "Oh, I'm a Ronaldo fan. I'm a Messi fan, or whatever." But I mean, Messi 2 assists that puts him into the Golden Boot. I think he wins the Golden Boot because I don't think anyone else is available. Like
Right.
Mbappe in France went out. They lost to Spain. So we have Spain, Argentina in the final. And that's Sunday at 3:00, and that's going to be at East Rutherford.
Oh, that sounds like
MetLife Stadium. And that's going to be
that sounds like something. we should-
epic game.
epic. There it is. There it is.
All right, so are we watching Old School and Step Brothers on Saturday, and then traveling to New Jersey on Sundays? What you guys are saying?
Distinct.
I have no interest in New Jersey.
I'm going to say this. If you guys want to come to Brunzies on Sunday,
They're open on Sundays.
Yeah, they're open Sunday.
they are open. Well, no, not at 3:00.
Oh, they're opening early.
However, they will be open at 3:00
Oh,
for some residents. Yes,
they're on Argentina time.
they're on my time. No, not my time, but I mean, no. But Chris Brunn's a great guy, and his dad, they're awesome. But they're going to open, and we'll like have this afterwards, right?
Yeah.
But they're going to open at 3:00. So you guys want to come? Come. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be so much fun. It happens once every 4 years, and this is the number 2 ranked team versus number 3 ranked team. Argentina is 2 and Spain is 3.
Yeah, it's pretty close to the specs.
And Germany was one, right?
France.
France was one.
They got kicked out. In the 16?
They lost.
No, they lost
They
yesterday.
lost yesterday to
Oh, in
Spain,
the 8?
Spain.
Yeah.
and then England was 4. So it was the first time in World Cup
Oh,
history.
1 through 4.
Yeah, it's the first time in World Cup history that you had the top ranked 4 ranked teams in the, in the semis.
Oh shit! They were all.
First time.
See, I didn't follow it that close. I gotta be honest.
Yeah, I do.
I mean, soccer feels like a lot of running
It's boring.
and a little.
That's
kicking,
all it is.
Little kicking.
little kicking, little taking a.
Actually,
lot of
only-
running,
Once in a while, you get a score.
And it has to be perfect,
it's funny.
No, there's definitely an art to it.
There's not
It's funny you bring up running. Years ago, when Garrett was, I don't know, maybe 11 or 12, one of his teammates, and I'm not going to say his name because he's a nice kid, he was complaining and he would cry at practices because all they did was run. And he's like, there's just too much running. It's like, That's what that sport is. You run the whole way up. If you're not conditioned to be able to run, you
That's
can't
right.
play. It was hilarious.
Listen, you gotta get on skates. It's a little easier.
He played hockey too.
That's right. I mean, you just glide.
That's what you think.
Mitch,
I know. Trust me, I'm not a good skater either. I'm the guy that's just
That's a
falling over
workout.
after he
Yeah.
tries to do the back, summer.
So by the
triple
time this episode airs, the World Cup will be over.
It will be.
What are the predictions?
So who are we picking? Argentina or Spain?
I'm gonna go with Spain.
Oh, really?
I can't go.
How can you go against Messi?
I don't know. Like my mind.
I'm going with Spain too because
My mind's
remember
blown.
our old buddy Kobo that played basketball at IUP?
Yeah,
Kobo lives in Spain, so
He
I'm going
does.
with Spain.
Well, Kobo's like the second best athlete to ever come out of Spain, behind Messi.
No, he's
Message from
Argentina.
Argentina.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Iniesta.
I'm gonna be the odd guy out. I'm gonna go with Argentina.
No,
Yeah.
And
I am too.
I know nothing about soccer.
I am too. So listen, I'm trying to talk. I'm trying to talk politics with you guys.
Is there a drink on it? How about a bourbon?
Four-man wager here.
Let's do a drink on it.
Let's
I'm gonna
five.
say I'm actually gonna go with Spain, and I'm gonna say it goes to penalty kicks. So it's gonna be a draw.
Gee, you're getting ropes.
Well, that'd be
now.
exciting.
It's
Yeah.
gonna be a draw,
So
That
we
would
just
be
need to watch it
exciting.
at the end.
and we just go the last 10 minutes. That's my bet. I mean, it's hard. I mean, you have Rodrigo, Pedri, Lamine Yamal from Spain, Kubarsi in the middle. They play the same style of football.
Can I ask you something?
Mm-hmm.
Why did they just go by one name, like Louis, Eric, and Brad? Like, if we had a soccer team, would anybody know Louis, Eric, and Brad?
No, because I'm not playing all three quarters. Is it quarters or periods?
Halves.
Yeah, halves. Okay, whatever.
Mitch, Mitch,
I gotta be honest. I mean, it loses me because it's like a lot of foreplay and there's no fun until the end.
But that's kind of like the whole thing, though. But I think you hit on it, bud. No, you
Just
did.
saying.
It is a lot of foreplay.
Oh, that's it.
And what happens at the end? Goal.
Right?
You know?
that was good. That was good.
And that's what they do. And it's like oh, the anticipation.
Oh, and if you have my ED meds, it's like that Coors Light can. It gets big.
Louis, that's a great one for ED meds. This is fantastic. It's like
It's
like,
all foreplay.
You're like all foreplay. Like, oh, and it went off to the side. But when you score a goal, you're like, oh, together we rise.
I was gonna.
He fell right into that.
I was gonna hammer you there, but since Together We Rise, I'm good.
Well, that's.
But I do think, Brad, you came up with first couple lyrics to a good country song.
Oh,
Lot of running, little kicking.
yeah.
When you were starting to describe soccer earlier.
Yeah, well, it's a lot of running.
Maybe you should write a new song.
I got 9 of them out there, so I'll drop number 10 on
There you
soccer. It'll be inspired by my days of soccer watching, and my son played soccer for like 3 or 4 years.
Oh.
And a dear friend of ours, Perry, that you know, was one of the coaches, and
Oh yeah.
and it was fun to watch him go up and down. But he was quick. You know, that was the ages you can go back and forth, right? Now
It's a lot of running.
Now it's just like a lot of running. Like, yeah, it's just a lot of.
And this
A
field,
lot of running.
is it me or does the
Little
soccer field
kicking.
and like at these levels, pro soccer, look twice the size of a football field?
It does.
Our football.
But it's not much bigger.
I know, but it looks huge.
I mean, you're literally talking like,
Is it because there's no lines on it? That's
There's
why.
no lines.
I think that's
they,
why.
They don't.
and they don't call out of bounds.
It's 120.
You,
by
you ever
75.
notice it's like it's over the line? They're like, yeah, we'll keep it going.
I wondered that.
Yeah.
Like,
Why is that?
well, then maybe there's no instant replay.
Yeah, maybe not. Maybe it's this game's boring enough. We don't want to stop it.
And on that note,
Gotta keep the engine running.
On that note,
I know that's probably not what I
On
should
that
be saying.
note-
now just lost our European.
I know. We
fans.
probably just.
yeah.
We lost all 2 of them. They're like, fuck these assholes. I stayed to the 5th segment for this shit.
Come on, man.
Anyways,
That was a good. That was a good
No.
episode.
no. So,
We found plenty to talk about.
Yeah, all in.
and we have plenty to cut out.
yeah, all in.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was a big one. I think the edits are going to be better than the actual episode.
Hey Perry, because nobody else is.
Why don't you bring us home there, Lou?
Bring us home.
Nobody else.
We're
here,
kind of like a couple soccer players just wandering aimlessly on the field. Bring us to the goal.
since nobody can bring us home tonight. Best thing that happened tonight. 5th segment.
Oh.
4 roses from my man Eric.
Right?
4 roses,
And-
5th
Oh,
segment.
with the 5th segment etched into it.
Etched into it.
And by the way, this is God's equation right here.
The equation of consciousness.
We'll throw that up there too. You saw
Look at the
Einstein's
picture of
50
that.
years ago, 60 years ago. You got Eric's now.
Oh dear.
Say goodbye, boys.
Say goodbye, boy.
We're gonna say goodbye.
Goodbye.
See you next week.
See you next
Cheers, Mitches.
week. Bitches.
This has been Bourbon with Brad. Be sure to like and follow. Cheers.
The views and opinions shared on the Bourbon with Brad podcast are our own and those of our guests. Nothing we discuss should be taken as financial, legal, business, or gambling advice. Don't make investment, business, or betting decisions based on our conversations, as you should always talk to a qualified professional. Always drink responsibly, never drink and drive, and only consume alcohol if you are of legal drinking age.